Hello everybody, welcome back to the show. For those of you who watched my last live stream, you're probably aware of the fact that, you see, I'm just, not the biggest fan of somebody named Illuminati, yeah, anyways, for those of you who are new here, I always like to break videos like these that are long into chapters, which are always in the description below, or you can skip to whatever part of the video you want if you're looking for something in particular. Though this is also a live stream slash podcast, which I would recommend watching the entirety of, by the way. Hello, Lucifer. Hello, Pancake Panic. Welcome to the stream. Nice shirt. Aw, thank you. Yes, I like this shirt as well. Here's today's outfit. Yeah. Anyways. I know it's kind of to see. Hello, the gaming giant. Hello, Joseph Smith. Back to grind. You better believe I am. But yeah, apparently the YouTube algorithm really likes videos about Illuminati, so you better believe I'm making a part 2. So my previous live stream was the first time I had ever done any research on the situation and looked into this Illuminaughtii person. I knew absolutely nothing about her before that live stream, which was yesterday, and now I'm doing another one today because, let's be real, I worship the YouTube algorithm gods, okay? I love the pink. Aw, thank you. Pink good, you better believe it is. Hell yeah. Anyways, gotta love the face zoom. It's great for engagement. It increases the watch time, which is, well, you see, it's very important. I need to, okay, anyways, before we get into this, I'm just gonna, talk to chat, but again, should be timestamped as the intro for those of you watching this as, a past live stream slash podcast slash whatever, so you can choose to skip the intro, but I wouldn't recommend it. Zoom, yeah, you like the face zoom? Oh yeah, oh wow, yeah, it's my personal favorite as well. Oh wow, look at how engaging this is. It's like, because a bunch of stuff is moving around, that means that the video is more engaging, which means it gets more watch time, okay? This is how you get watch time, guys. It's like, if there's like a bunch of stuff moving on screen, then you get all the watch time. Femyoz zoom based, you better believe it is. Alright, anyways, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to give anybody an epileptic seizure. I am not personally liable if that ever happened, okay? Look, I just like face zooming, okay? Alright, yeah, anyways, but that is one way to increase engagement. But anyways, I think that we are this is a segment-oriented stream. Oh lord, I'm gonna get motion sickness. Hell yeah, that is exactly the point. Yeah, it's great for watch time. If somebody is too motion sick that if I'm like zooming constantly, they can't even click off the video because of how motion sick they are. Like, damn, that's crazy. Anyways, I'm sorry. I need to. I don't even know. This is a. I'm feeling good today. I know that Illuminaughtii streams slash videos seem to perform pretty well. I mean, the YouTube algorithm told me that it's true. I indirectly, but it told me nonetheless. So yeah. So anyways, long story short, or just a quick recap of what we learned on yesterday's live stream. For those of you who weren't there for that, hello, Chicken Stranger. Welcome to the stream. So basically, long story short, Illuminaughtii is, she's kind of a poopy head, and, yeah, but, like, in all seriousness, yeah, she was definitely in the wrong. We watched part of, a video from The Click, we watched part of a video from, Wonderstruck Guy. We're probably going to be finishing those videos in this very live stream because apparently there's some stuff I missed, but I was getting really tired, I just didn't really have the energy, and I was like, well, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore, because I was like, Femyoz always looks cute. Well, I appreciate that, Joseph Smith. I always appreciate the fine compliments, I must say. But, anyways, I also want to watch Illuminaughtii's, I guess, perspective on the situation, because I've compiled a playlist of videos for the stream, as per usual, because, it's like, you gotta have some content to react to, right? But yeah, some of them are videos we've watched parts of, but we haven't watched the entire thing. So the parts that we haven't watched yet, you know, if you wanted to dye your hair, which color would you pick? I'm not sure. I might do, maybe I would do like multiple colors. Maybe I would do like blue and pink because the trans flag would be like, bruh, I don't know. Yeah, just become the like the literal like walking physical embodiment of being trans, okay? I mean, to be fair, isn't every trans person the physical embodiment of being trans? I mean that's kind of the point, right? But anyways, yeah, so do trains color hair for Pride in June? I have no idea. I mean, last time I checked, trains don't even have hair. I mean, they're trains after all. Like those are vehicles, and vehicles don't usually grow hair. Oh, trans. Ah, well, of course. I have no idea. That was just an idea that I came up with. Which obviously means it's the greatest idea of all time. But that being said, I've been well, it is a common spelling mistake. Don't you worry. It is not actually that big of a deal. I just like to, be the grammar police sometimes because it's fun. Because then I can be annoying and make stupid dad jokes. But anyways, I've been rambling on for quite some time, which is great for, having a podcast format and whatnot. But, it's like, well, I gotta get into the meat of the topic eventually, right? So, I think that I don't know, like, for example, right now, might be a good time to do that, right? So and without further ado, I think that we should get on to the first segment, and watch a video that Iilluminaughtii has posted herself. So, yeah, anyways, I'm hoping that the, audio levels are good. We'll just have to make sure before we do anything.
Well, there's no really fun or interesting way to start this conversation. So
that sucks.
You guys know what you're here for.
Lame.
I'm just going to jump into it the way I know how to.
Boring.
So I'm sure as all of you know.
Wow, that's so lame. Okay. Cringe. So, the first video we're going to be watching is called, Iilluminaughtii Exposed. Apparently, Iilluminaughtii over here has made an exposed video on herself, okay? That's pretty epic. As you can probably tell, the like to dislike ratio is really good. As tempting as it is for me to dislike the video, I'm gonna hold off, okay? Alright, I know that it's very tempting to press it, I know, but we haven't seen the video yet, so we can't judge it yet. Even though I already know it's probably terrible. We're going into this with an open mind, okay? We're going into it with an open mind. We're just gonna see what she has to offer, and maybe this just completely, entirely changes my mind. I don't know. Let's be real, it probably won't. But, we without further ado, I guess,
Hey everyone. Well,
apparently so basically, well, the issue right now though is Google Chrome is being kind of stupid, so I have to turn it off and on again. But yeah, but anyways, I'm sorry. Without further ado, what we are going to be doing here is we are going to we go to the playlist, okay? We go over here, okay. Anyways. So, yeah. Anyways, now we can actually start the segment, okay? Now we can start the segment. This is the part where I have, like, the timestamp and whatnot. So, the first video we're going to be watching is called Iilluminaughtii Exposed. So, apparently, Iilluminaughtii decided to make an exposed video on herself, which, I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. But in all seriousness, the like-to-dislike ratio is really good. I must say, that's how you know it's going to be an absolute masterpiece, okay? But, I'm going to go into this with an open mind, for all we know, this can completely changes my mind, maybe it's just a really good video, and let's be real, it's probably not gonna, but, yeah.
Hey everyone, well, there's no really fun or interesting way to start this conversation, so...
Well, that's boring. For today's video, I'm going to be focused on the evidence, so there will be minimal editing involved. What kind of dumb shit is that? You're not even... Wow, okay. Well, that means that I have to be more entertaining because you're not even going to edit? Then again, I guess that means that well, I don't know. Fair enough.
You guys know what you're here for, and I'm just going to jump into it the way I know how to. So I'm sure, as all of you know, many things have been said about me in the past week, like week and a half.
Astute observation, Illuminaughtii.
And I'm someone who often doesn't speak my side of things, and that's something that's also been noted. Just for kind of full transparency in this, I'm going to be working from...
You don't speak your side of things? You mean like when you were like way out of line and you were speaking about things such as like the Legal Eagle thing where like basically you accused him of stealing your style of editing, which is not even yours, because I don't think you're the one that edits your own videos, and then it turns out that you were stealing lines from documentaries. Yeah, you never speak your mind, do you? Yeah, no, that's not anything that ever happens, you know. She just remains silent.
Some of like my notes that I've written to accomplish two main things. The first is mainly to keep me on track with the subject matter and off of tangents. I know I like...
Why does everyone start the video, like, not just Illuminaughtii, but the people that were making videos about Illuminaughtii? I don't know if it was after or before or whatever, but they always start out by saying, oh yeah, by the way, the video is scripted, just so you guys know. Like, and okay, it would be one thing if it was somebody who normally just does live streams or whatever. They don't make regular content that's like scripted. But if you're a video essayist, why would you need to preface your video by saying that? That's stupid.
I like to go off on tangents and talk about...
I mean, so do I.
...various topics all the time, but...
Same.
This is not that time. The second reason is really just to keep my emotions in check. A lot of the things that I'm going to talk about in the, like, most of this video, to be totally honest with you, are things kind of from the past. They involve old friends, people that I used to consider close friends and I used to trust and really enjoy spending time with.
Okay, I mean, fair enough, I guess. I don't know why you need to... I don't know what utility this serves. I mean, for somebody who is, you know, writing a script to keep themselves on track, they sure are going off track already.
And kind of reopening a lot of these wounds is really painful. It's really uncomfortable, and it's not...
Do you mean the self-inflicted wounds?
Not something I ever thought I would ever have to speak about, especially not in this kind of way. After a few days of self-reflection and really thinking about what I want to say and how I want to talk about these things, I think now is the right time.
Now is the right time? Well, damn, you better believe it is, because I get to make content.
To be perfectly honest, I'm feeling pretty vulnerable to have this conversation with so many people and so publicly, especially...
Oh, yes, me too. I'm feeling very vulnerable right now, I'll have you find.
Since some of the things that I'm going to talk about today are really personal and things in my private life that should have never become content fodder. So let me try something new today, and I'm going to address these issues.
Legal Eagle. Oh, yeah, this is like a top-notch, like... Windows Movie Maker level transition. Aw, yeah.
Now, before we get into debunking many false statements that have been made about me, I want to start...
Oh, boy, I'm so excited. We covered this on my stream. Let's see what she has to say about it.
Start with an apology. I have apologized privately to Legal Eagle.
I have made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I do not expect to be forgiven. Alright, I mean, if we read it out, it says, I want to reach out and apologize for my tweet yesterday. I was quick to protect my editors. Yeah, protect your editors, okay. When they brought this info to me, and I overreacted, I have deleted the tweets. Understood. Thanks for the apology, and thanks for deleting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. Illuminaughtii. Alright. Yeah, it totally wasn't because you got called out for it. Yeah, no, I'm sure you're genuinely sorry. Also to claim like, oh yeah, it wasn't my fault, it was my editor's fault. They're the ones that brought it to my attention. It's like, yeah, but did they give a shit? No, I don't think they did.
Eagle the day after this incident occurred, though I have not been publicizing that until right now. Maybe this is something I should have said sooner, but I...
Really? You think that you should have said something sooner? Wow! I can't believe you're just managing to figure that out. Wow, I
needed the time to think through the events that have preceded. And for those unaware, a short story. My editors came to me about how parts of a Legal Eagle video looked similar to our videos. And then there were messages and an email from one of Legal
Did they? Are you gonna show me like a screenshot of a message with your editor or something, or you know, do you not actually have a source for that? Is your source just I don't know, you made it the fuck up? I think that's probably the case.
Eagle's editors asking for more information about how we do certain effects. I looked at the compared images that were brought to me and I said, wow, that does look pretty similar, and I impulsively posted about it on Twitter. Truthfully, I should have
Yes, yeah, we can tell that it was impulsive. You did not look very intelligent.
looked into this more instead of just putting the information out there the second I had a gut reaction about it. I should have asked
Yeah, you think?
him what the emails were about, but I didn't, and I made a mistake.
Or honestly, you should have just not even like done anything and just moved on like a normal fucking person. It's like, yeah, oh no, somebody used the same plugin on Adobe After Effects. What will we ever do? It's like the biggest non-issue. Literally, who gives a single shit? I can't possibly imagine.
And plain and simple, I was wrong. So to Legal
Well, I'm at least, okay, well, I guess she apologized at the very least.
Eagle and team, I just want to reiterate that I messed up, and I'm sorry for any stress this may have caused you and of course to your team. I know I apologized privately and removed the tweets with that apology, and I'm now publicly sharing that information with all of you. And I want to extend that apology to my audience and to listeners who are disappointed in me for this, because I'm also disappointed in myself.
Alright, you know what, fair enough. Even though I think you're a piece of shit, I will forgive you, okay? Alright, we'll start with a blank slate, alright? Blank slate, we're just, alright, I forgive you. You know, we all fuck up sometimes, we've all done stupid shit, alright? But, you know, we're just gonna ignore what I've seen from the Clicks video and from, Wonderstruck's video for now. You know, just to give her a chance, right? You know, again, I don't think she's in the right, but we gotta give her a chance, alright? Otherwise, I'm being unfair. But I don't think that she's a very honest person, let's be real.
It was a quick-drawn decision, and it wasn't thought out. I promise to do better. Now, as we continue in this video, I do want to give you a heads up that
Well, if she promises to do better, which is a good start, we should always make sure to, like, if we're gonna pay attention to the drama, we better hold her to account, alright?
there will be trigger warnings for various sections as needed.
Oh god, what is with trigger warnings? Oh my god.
I also want to go ahead and let you know that I will be providing a public Google Drive containing any and all relevant information that I will address in this video, similar to how I provide a source document for every episode of mine.
Okay, well that's good. That's a good start. Bomber guy plagiarism. Okay.
Let's start with the first accusation and go from there. After Legal Eagle responded in his tweets, there was another tweet that arose in tandem to this situation. And that tweet was made by another YouTuber called Bomber Guy. And this YouTuber is someone who also creates longer form content. As someone who creates this type of content and researches various topics, the main thing to keep in mind is the source material used. Things like articles, interviews, videos, documentaries, academic essays, and so on and so forth. As video essayists, this is a core concept to both Harris and myself. Before I get into the accusation itself, I want to address the topic of plagiarism. And that word has been tossed around a ton, and it's not something to be taken lightly. And I just want to take a minute to define this word. On screen are definitions for the word plagiarism as defined by Merriam-Webster, Dictionary.com, and the University of Oxford. I'm showing multiple sources defining plagiarism, but the overall definition is going to boil down to this. Plagiarism is to take someone else's idea as their own or to not credit the source.
Which is, exactly what she did, by the way, when she, you know, I don't know, stole the words from somebody else's documentary. I don't know, that's kind of cringe, I'm not gonna lie.
With that definition being clearly identified, let's go ahead and take a look at what Harris brought to the Twitter table. Harris posted this video saying, and I quote, "Personally, at Iilluminaughtii, I would define plagiarism as something a bit more specific. For example, copying someone else's documentary directly into your script."
What I will say is, obviously, had Iilluminaughtii not done the stupid call out of Legal Eagle or whatever, I wouldn't give a shit about this. Like, if this is what she was being called out for, and she wasn't, like, being hypocritical, and she just didn't give a shit, and she was like, you know, then I'd be fine with that, right? It's like, okay, I respect the hustle, I get it, You gotta get a video out there. You're lazy as shit. Whatever. Who cares? No one will even notice. Probably, I'll bet. But, and also, obviously, whatever, 3 quotes is not the same as an entire documentary, right? Obviously, most of her video, I'm sure, wasn't the actual documentary just being stolen, right? Like, it's 3 quotes, right? Like, obviously, on its own, it's not a problem, really. But the reason it was a problem is because it is a problem according to Illuminauti's own standards. I mean, she gave, whatever, 2 examples, 2 screenshots of kind of, sort of similar editing techniques being used for, like, 2 shots in, whatever, an entire video essay. So, considering how low her standard of evidence is for proving that somebody is stealing content, she's stealing content according to her own standard, and that's the problem. Otherwise, this isolated obviously wouldn't be that big of a deal.
End quote. However, in his own video, he shows where I'm audibly quoting a direct line from the documentary, and even visually you can see it on the screen with the quotation marks. Additionally, you can even see the dual ellipses on either end of that quote, indicating that more of that source was being cited.
Wait, what? Where did you put the source? Did you, like, link the source in the description? Did you, like, say where the source was? I didn't. Okay.
When you go to my sourcing page for this particular episode, you can also see that the documentary is listed as a source.
Man, this is, like, the most, like... This is just... The fact that it's screen recorded on a phone is so fitting. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Nothing wrong with doing that, but it's just, I don't know.
It has been 3 years since I posted this episode, and I've been really grateful to be able to continually learn and grow with time. Since then, I've learned to be much more overt and obvious with citations, something that
sure.
may not have been perfectly clear to me 3 years ago. I apologize for the oversight of not making that quote more clear. At the time of
fair enough.
recording, it was really obvious to me that it was a citation of the documentary, especially in full context.
Yes, I'm sure that somebody was gonna, like, read your mind and know exactly what the documentary was called when you showed it. Yeah,
Text of that section of my video, because that section was wholly dedicated to Brian Deere's work. And for some clarification, I would like to provide both you and Harris with the script that I was working off of. It will be available in the Google Drive. While I believe emphasizing the key phrase of the quote about stopping injections on autistic children was, and still is, very important to point out, the quote should have been fully displayed on screen. This was certainly a poor editing choice, and it's an editing style that I no longer utilize, but it's most certainly not plagiarism. But with that being said, I still
according to your own standard, it is.
want to take accountability where it's needed, so I still would like to apologize for the citation not being made more clear visually in that video. Harris.
Alright, you know what? Fair enough. If you're gonna apologize, you know what? I'm all for second chances. I am a person who believes in reformative justice. So you know what? If she's genuinely changing, well, why don't we give her a second chance, right? Well, obviously, yeah, there's probably gonna be a lot more shit that gets revealed later in this stream, let's just say.
Yes, I am also someone who takes plagiarism seriously, and
not in that video though.
I do see where your criticism comes from, but unfortunately, this was simply an oversight on an editing error. But
okay, well, if you think that editing is plagiarism, because I mean, oh, this person plagiarized my editing style, then it's more than just an editing error, okay?
Not an act of plagiarism. To me,
yes, it's not like you can accidentally plagiarize something. Yeah, if you accidentally commit a crime, it's not actually a crime anymore. Oops, I accidentally, imagine getting pulled over by a police officer because you, like, ran a red or you were going, like, too fast, and then oh no, officer, I swear I just wasn't aware of my speed. I swear, like, I just didn't know. It was an oversight, okay? It was a gas pedal error. The officer would look at you and be like, "What are you, fucking retarded? And he would be well they'd be well within their rights to do so. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not saying that it was a big deal or anything, but if she's gonna make a big deal about somebody plagiarizing her editing style when they're not even plagiarizing their editing style and use 2 screenshots as her standard of evidence, then I think that everyone is well within their rights to do the same for her.
At the time of the recording, the entire section was very obviously a citation, even as seen in the script.
No, you're not understanding the criticism. You're failing to understand. Nobody actually cares about you plagiarizing, okay? Let's be real. Everyone used to, not everyone, but like we've all had one of those essays in school where you like you'll find something that somebody else wrote and you won't copy and paste it, but what you will do is you'll sort of write something kind of similar to what's being written, but you'll like change all the words around and you'll like screw with the order and stuff, and you know you'll use like 2 sources or whatever, and but like I mean, if you're going to morally grandstand over a non-issue, then people are well within their rights to do the same. And the fact that you didn't meet your own standard of what is and isn't plagiarism and what is and isn't okay was the main criticism. I don't think anyone actually gives a shit if you plagiarized something.
There was a visual change to break up the many words that would otherwise be just chunked onto the screen, which, looking back at it, despite not being so visually appealing to have tons of words on the screen, this should have been an opportunity to provide that full quote.
You're missing the point. The point is not that, oh no, you didn't include the entire quote all at once and you weren't good enough at citing, okay? No one actually gives a shit. What people gave a shit about was the fact that you were being a hypocrite and not meeting your own standards. That's what people actually cared about.
Quote to avoid any confusion like this whatsoever. Based on the definition of the word plagiarism,
oh
these claims
my
are simply false. Not only is the source quoted on screen,
well, yeah, but then according to the definition you're using right now, then you were in the wrong when it came to the legal situation, which you admitted. You admitted that you were in the wrong, which is fair enough. But why dedicate an entire, like, however long segment to this stupid shit, okay? You've apologized. You don't need to, like, this is what I mean when I don't understand why people will write a script, like, with the intent of, like, whatever, I don't know, making the video more concise. It's like, bitch, no, it's not more concise. It's the opposite.
It's also cited in the sources list, which, again,
I don't care. That's not the point. The point was you were hypocritical. And you already apologized, so it's like, you don't need to justify this. No one cares.
Will provide in the Google Drive. As a more seasoned video essayist now, I've been lucky that I'm able to
seasoned video essayist
continue learning how to showcase facts and other relevant materials in an interesting and educational way. And
that's good. That's good and all, but I don't care about that.
I'm really excited that I get to continue doing that.
Oh, wow, it's so exciting.
I'd like to think that in the last 3 years, myself and my team have grown to create better content that is educational and entertaining, and
that's a good goal to have.
This is clearly an example of how we have improved since that time. I have nothing but love for everyone on my team, from editors, writers, artists, and even some of the not-so-fun kind of clerical duties like payroll. I'm always...
Yeah, I hear you treat them real well. This is what I like to call foreshadowing, by the way.
Always gonna have their back, even if sometimes things slip through the cracks. We're a team of people who make human mistakes. We're gonna continue to improve content as the years continue, and we'll always be able to learn.
Wait, human mistakes like telling people that are working with you to lie about other people because of your personal drama? Okay.
Learn and improve from the past. Before I address any one person individually, I want to kind of cover everything in a general and broader scope regarding Sad Milk. Sad Milk was a collaboration channel started by 6 friends in 2020. It was kind of essentially group Reddit readings and just looking at cringe things online and reacting.
That sounds like an awful channel, just right off the bat. Oh wow, oh great, a group channel, so there's not even one specific personality, where they read Reddit posts. Oh, that's wonderful. but the plagiarism of my editing style that other people have used way before me. Oh no, that's where the outrage should be. I know she apologized, but it's still funny. Okay, I'm sorry.
Acting to it. It was no big deal on the surface. This channel and this project was just meant to be something goofy, easy, and kind of cringy, but a shared
Yeah, easy, exactly.
channel that we could all get a kick out of. It was just supposed to be a bunch of friends hanging out, reacting to funny images, and just having a good time together. I mean, the channel name was literally called Sad Milk, so it wasn't really something that anyone was taking too seriously. Discussing Sad Milk now in current day is always a little bit bittersweet for me. It was a fun project among friends that turned sour. The issues I'm about to address cost me some of my
I guess you could say that the milk got sour.
closest friends
That was really funny.
at that time. When the Sad Milk channel was formed, I initially took the lead and I made the channel, I made the Discord, I got my mods from my server to help run the new Discord, I
Wow, that's incredible!
hired and managed video editors to help us produce more content. I was the one who was sourcing the topics and files for each video, and I was the one who had set the schedules for recording too. The reality of the situation was this: with creators in different time zones, it was logistically pretty hard to get everyone together at one place in one time. We tried to do it organically multiple times, but unfortunately someone would always end up missing from the recordings. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that goes into a YouTube channel, and I bore the brunt of it for this project. And
Okay, good for you.
it wasn't something that I was doing to have total control, as some members have suggested.
I'm sure you were doing it for fun then. Yeah.
I managed the schedules and the editors because it was just something that needed to be done. People weren't
Okay, that does okay, cool. But it seems like that you wanted to whatever. We'll just keep watching.
stepping up to the plate, and I did, and I ultimately bit off more than I could chew. It was
Then maybe you could have let other people help. No one said you were obligated to do it all on your own, and ultimately if it's a group channel, it's like you don't have to put as much effort into it as, like, let's say, I don't know, your main channel.
a lot of work, if we're being honest, and I was beginning to burn out pretty quickly.
Well, that's self-inflicted though.
Had I known how I would have been treated through this channel and afterwards, I never would have joined this project.
How you would have been treated?
Essentially, everyone in the group had two main responsibilities for Sad Milk. The first was that you had to show up to the scheduled recording, and the second was you had to pay your portion of the editor's fees as they arise. After the editors were paid, any earnings that were left in the channel were split into 6 equal pieces for each person. Since this was a project among friends, we all initially agreed to just split the earnings 6 ways, even though I was taking on some extra responsibilities. When it was time to pay the editors, I wasn't answered or told that they would just get it to me later. I had to do this at various points with a vast
Wait,
majority.
what? Okay. I guess we'll just read these DMs. Reached the credit limit, had a bunch of outgoing stuff for the company, and, oh god. Jesus. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. Alright. We'll actually read them, alright. Okay. Reached the credit limit, had a bunch of outgoing stuff for the company, and Sad Milk fell on the wrong side. This is the click, by the way, for those of you who are just listening to this as audio. It will transfer as soon as I checked off the outstanding stuff when I get the paperwork in a couple of days. Sorry for the delay. And then Iilluminaughtii says, hey man, so I understand to you that Sad Milk's finances are on the back burner for you. But unfortunately, that's not the case for me. The reason for that is every time someone does not pay their bill, I am the one who fronts that money. At this point, it has been almost 2 months of me waiting for a company card from you to pay Sad Milk. Although I am not in dire financial straits, this is something that has been developing negatively in a personal sense with you. We both come from the same career background, which has an extremely heavy focus on accountability and planning, and I have had a deep respect for you in that regard because of our previous similar career paths, which is why I find this situation all the more disappointing that you are the member of Sad Milk who is suffering from an inability to rectify their account with Sad Milk. At the end of the day, Sad Milk is a flow-through account, but it is me at the end of the line. And although I am not financially hurting from this withholding, it is causing me to distance from you because of a lack of trust that you will fulfill your obligations to the group and to me. And then the click says, hi. Yes, I am aware and I apologize. Tell you what, I'll transfer the money from my own account and figure out the expense replacement later. I should have done so sooner. It is not fair someone else had money out of pocket because of my slow bank. I'll send it today. I never intended for sad milk to be a back-burning thing, and I do hope it doesn't leave that as a lasting impression. I am regretful that it took so long. Sad milk was not the only expense that was put on hold for longer that I would have liked. I will make sure not to be late on anything like this in the future. I assure you, it's a one-time happening. I hope it doesn't impact our other endeavors in any way. Money in, now sent. Let me know if there is anything I can do moving forward to repay the delay. I can help some more with thumbnails and such if it is needed.
Majority of the members of the group. They would eventually get around to reimbursing me only after I expressed in group meetings how I was upset that I have to do everything, and I also got stuck footing the bill too. What quickly transpired was that members either couldn't or wouldn't reimburse me for the editors.
Well, okay, so well, at least you acknowledged that some of the time they couldn't. Like, wait, if you're the one running the channel, doing all the finances, wouldn't paying the editors be a business expense? And since that's the case, why wouldn't it be more efficient for you to just pay the editors yourself, and then whatever money is left over, you can distribute the way you agreed upon? Why do they need to, why do they need to pay it out of their pocket? It's a business expense. It's your fucking business. You're the one managing the finances. What? I just don't what? And it says, to add extra clarification, Wonder couldn't pay the editor fees, so we started editing for SM to not pay his fees and to get more money. This is so stupid. What like, pay editors' fees? Why do they need to pay money? Just take that business expense into account, and then whatever money is left over, you distribute however you agreed to distribute it. It's not that hard. Why do they need to personally pay out of their... I'm not, like that smart when it comes to handling money. At least not yet. But even I know this. Come on. Come on. This is stupid, right? Like, we can all agree that this is dumb, right?
For clarity's sake, I do want to disclose that we, as a group, later revised our agreement after paying...
Oh, dear. Alright, let's read this agreement. Artist singular. Okay, wow, what a great agreement. Okay. Alright. That's how you know this is professionals, when the first thing is a grammar mistake. Artists will commit to have availability to attend minimum recording sessions as dictated by a monthly sign-up schedule, maintain an active presence with the group unless a special condition exists, i.e. family emergency, vacation. Failure to maintain an active recording schedule will cause artists to be removed from channel. In order to ensure fair revenue sharing, all money will be gathered and split among the talent in the following ways. Collection sources: YouTube ad revenue from channel and streamed milk channel, YouTube donations, Sad Milk TV Twitch channel to include all income forms including donations, bits, subscriptions, etc., merch shop, brand deals, affiliate links, any other forms of revenue not explicitly listed above, financial disbursement protocol, all editors, creatives, etc. involved in working on channel that are not talent will be paid first from all revenue sources associated with Sad Milk branding to be paid when services are rendered. XXXXX Iilluminaughtii? What the fuck? Will take 5% of the remaining revenue as an administrative fee for creating schedules, splitting revenue, and managing the channel, channel access, and brand deals. All remaining ad revenue and other revenue sources will be divided evenly amongst all active talent at time of original payment to be paid one payment period after the original disbursement date. Okay, then why are you blaming other people for this? If that's the agreement, then why the fuck are they the ones You're asking them to give you money? If you're the one who has control over the finances and over the channel, you have control over how much money you are giving them. Why would you give them, what? Did you give them, like, extra money and then they have to, like, pay you taxes? Like, what the fuck? This doesn't make any sense. Why would they owe you money? You're the one that needs to pay them, not the other way around. They're working for you. They're not paying you. They're working for you. But if you go back to if you go back to this fucking DM, okay? It's about reaching the credit limit. What? Huh? Like, why does he have to be cognizant of the sad milk finances? Dude, why would you include this in your own video? This doesn't look good. Did you just expect me to not read the fucking messages? What do you think, I'm fucking retarded or something?
Paying all editors and creative freelancers that 5% of remaining earnings would go directly to me for the
that's fine. I don't give a shit about that.
Administrative work that I was doing. After that, the remaining earnings would then be split amongst the group evenly.
Okay, so then why do they have to care about your finances?
Ultimately, the channel made very little, and it actually cost a lot more than we earned a majority of the time.
That's a you problem. That, like...
Something the Click brought up in his Twitter thread was that
lashing out at friends, fans, paranoia, generally poor anger management, to name a few. Eventually, I believe pretty much the whole group left her. The last meeting I ever had with her, she spent half an hour, I think, hard to know, screaming at me for an array of random things, calling me a bad friend, lazy, and a bunch of random accusations that didn't really have anything to do with me. All right.
But I was angry and yelled at a meeting. But what he didn't share was the context of that meeting. As I've previously stated, the scheduling and money issues had been an ongoing problem. In the meeting...
Wait, why is that his problem? You're the one that manages the finances. Like, if he was just, like, I don't know, not showing up to record and was like, yeah, I just don't feel like it, lol. Okay, then I would understand why you would be mad. But he is not obligated to manage your finances for you. You already established that you were the one managing all the finances. Therefore, it is not his responsibility to pay you money. He is not obligated to fund the channel for you if you're the one running it.
Being that he vaguely references on Twitter, this is what actually happened. I had become more and more frustrated about how I was doing all of the work, I was doing all of the maintenance, and then I was also having to financially foot the bill to the project.
Okay? Then stop running the channel and be like, I'm not doing this anymore. That's all you have to do. Just be like, fuck this, I don't care. And then if the channel dies, the channel dies. And just focus on your main channel. Maybe start streaming or some shit. I don't know. Literally anything. Streaming isn't that hard compared to making video essays, I don't think. If you're good at talking on the spot. Not everybody is, but that's okay. You don't have to start out being good at it. You can start out absolutely terrible. Look at my first stream. The audio quality is terrible. Because I was fucking retarded and didn't know how to make the microphone volume, be not ear rape, basically.
As I said, it was burning me out pretty quickly, and I was thinking about leaving the group.
You could have just left the group or just not done that. Be like, I'm not managing the finances, I don't care anymore, this is your problem. That's all you had to do, and then maybe the channel shuts down, whatever. Who gives a shit? That's your problem, though. That doesn't mean that everybody else is, obliged to do it for you. If you're already doing it, and you're already in control of the situation, and you're not communicating, then why the fuck, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to read your mind and do it for you? Or do you think that, maybe if I genuinely need help managing these finances, and I don't mean fucking asking for money, okay, that's fucking retarded, then maybe ask someone to, do some of that work for you. Whatever. But ultimately, regardless, if you're the one who runs the channel, it is your responsibility, not anyone else's. And ultimately, if you want, you can just take a larger cut. If they're not willing to put in the work, then just pay them less. Really? What? You're the one managing the finances. You can do that. You can do that, They're working for you, essentially. If you're the one paying them. If you're the one managing the finances and the agreement, then you can do that. What are they gonna do? Fucking sue you?
Oz Media suggested that he try to run the meeting and I not attend, and I agreed. But One Topic and Click were very insistent that I be there, even though I said I was not ready to talk and I needed more time.
Wow. Oh, to be at a meeting that, like, for your channel? Wow, I wonder why they would want that. Oh, no, it's better if we just, ignore it and procrastinate and just pretend like there's not an issue. Obviously. That's the mentally healthy thing to do, is just to avoid it.
So when I entered the call, I tried to let everyone know that I was uncomfortable with having this conversation and I was not ready to have it. Again,
But just because you're uncomfortable having a conversation doesn't mean you shouldn't have it. Okay, you gotta do uncomfortable shit all the time. It's gonna be uncomfortable no matter when you do it. That's just the reality.
and I would like to point out that at this point in time, these were still my friends. These were people that I liked and cared about. Letting your friends know,
Okay.
hey, I'm not okay right now. I'm really stressed and hurt. While you all get to stream, I still have to pick up the pieces to keep this channel going is a really difficult conversation to have.
Then just tell them that. What? They can't read your fucking mind. No matter how mentally ill you are, they can't do everything for you. You have to tell them. Otherwise, otherwise you're basically just, expecting them to read your mind and do everything for you. Unless you don't want them to do it, in which case you'll get mad at them. But if that they're supposed to know the difference because you don't communicate.
Before the meeting started, I was told that if I didn't show up, that they would not have the conversation with me and everything would just stagnate. So I tried to put the channel and my friends' needs above my own. Reluctantly, I
What is the framing of it? What are your own needs? Just okay, if it's truly that bad for your mental health, then just take a break. Just put that channel on hold. I mean, fuck, I've put the Femcast podcast on hold, even though it's a fun project. Personally, I think it's better if I focus on this channel and live streaming on this channel. Because one, it makes me better at doing podcasts as a format, and it makes me better at saying things on the spot, off the cuff, right? Gives me more things to say. I'm better at articulating myself. I mean, I was never that I was really bad at articulating myself, but, the side tangents I go on are slightly more interesting than they used to be, let's just say. And whenever I react to stuff, I'm a lot better at it. I was not that good at reacting to stuff when I was starting out, but I'm a lot better now. And even if I am rambly sometimes, that's, well, part of the appeal. I mean, it is a podcast after all. I mean, the whole point is for me to be the main focus.
joined the conversation, and as I was speaking, One Topic talked over me, and out of frustration of this happening yet again, I raised my voice and said, "Can you shut up and let me talk for once?" And he left the call, and that's the last time I ever spoke with him.
Well, I'm not going to comment on that, on the validity of that. I wasn't in the call. I didn't hear a recording of the call, so we don't know. But we'll have to see if anyone contradicts themselves.
Looking back at it now, I should not have spoken to my friend like that. I felt that I wasn't given time to process and think things through, and in process of, emotion vomit came out.
Okay, sure, I don't disagree that it was an emotional response. I'm sure it was. But at the same time, you were still in the wrong there. So, why are you... Okay.
Topic, I would like to apologize for that, this time publicly. Clearly, this was a situation that affected all of us very deeply and personally, and
Okay, well, that's good.
this was an exciting idea, but one that never really took off the way I think we thought it could. To all of the members of Sad Milk, I just want to say that I'm very sorry that I caused you stress throughout this project.
Good. That's good. That's a good start.
I want to take a couple minutes to bring up the Click and the many claims that he made on Twitter recently. The Click brings up how, as he puts
When people started questioning that maybe she was the reason everyone left, there was a very convenient updigging of 11 to 14-year-old videos of me. Stuff I made back when I started my channel in 2009 when I was a teenager. As you can probably guess, some of the jokes from that time age like milk. I publicly owned up to my past mistakes and apologized, doing my best to be transparent and honest about my past. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I reacted to this on my previous stream, not these tweets specifically, but the whole jokes thing. It was basically just Illuminaughtii bitching over nothing, and when the Click refers to his past mistakes, they're not actually mistakes. They're just jokes, right? Like, he didn't do anything wrong. In fact, he was actually being kind of a cuck for apologizing. That's what I like to call cuck behavior, because the jokes weren't even really offensive. So I don't even see why he would even bother apologizing. I'm glad that he is honest about his past, but I don't think he should have apologized. He should have been like, yeah, this happened. Fucking, what about it? I didn't do anything wrong, cunt. Right, like there, you know. And, oh, wait, we should read the rest of the messages. She would still harp on it, ignoring the fact it had already been addressed, trying to direct as much attention to it as possible, publicly stating it was a bad apology, along with Vouge posting, I know it says vague, I'm sorry, I can't help myself, vague posting about it in comments on the collaboration channel. Maybe in an attempt to get people to assume I had been kicked out for poor behavior rather than leave because of her own behavior. I mean, yeah, I genuinely would not put it past her based on the DMs we've seen, unless those screenshots are fake. I don't know, I mean, we'll have to see. I don't think they are, but they could be. There's a non-zero chance, right? But from what I can tell, no. She was trying to police humor, not even humor that was occurring in the moment. No, she was basically whining and bitching and moaning over the fact that he made a joke or two that was slightly too edgy for her liking. So you know.
That's it. A very convenient series of videos resurfaced with him saying some not so savory things after he left Sad Milk. His old videos, as he puts it, aged like milk. They did.
I fundamentally disagree.
I'm not going to dive into it further. The information's out there if you so choose to look.
Yeah, she says this like, oh yeah, no, he did some really abhorrent shit. Yeah, you can find it if you want, but you know, I'm not gonna show it though. Why is she not gonna show it? Well, probably because he didn't actually do anything wrong. But no, let's just assert that it's wrong. But you know, well, you see, it's actually so bad that I can't even show it, or you know, the video will get my channel terminated. Right? Like just show it. If it's genuinely bad, you shouldn't have an issue showing it in your video, right? I mean, otherwise, I'm just gonna assume you fucking made it up.
And as Click stated, those videos are 11 to 14 years old. And
yes, they are. And there wasn't anything bad about them.
To be perfectly clear here, those videos are not any of the reasons as to why we split ways in Sad Milk as.
Okay. I mean, the DM's kind of... alright. We read this on the previous stream, but we're gonna read it again, because it's in a different context. So, I'll read part of it. The only thing the milkmen did was show up, to a recording that I had to create a schedule for, say funny words, and then upload their audio to a drive that I manage, blah, blah, blah. And then she talks about how she manages their finances and the video ideas and whatnot and the taxes, blah, blah, blah. And how she was spending 30 hours and everyone else was spending 2.5 hours on a weekly basis. So it was basically a boohoo, fucking poor me kind of bullshit, all right? And then, so, but the last part, which is what she's referring to, is what they did to me and and the channel was cruel. Well, what exactly did they do? Well, you haven't come up with a specific example, really. You've just said that they were bad. They just weren't understanding you or some shit. I don't fucking know. And then it says, Click saying the N-word, R-slur, and F-slur had nothing to do with why they left. But then, after that, and I do agree, that it didn't have anything to do with why they left. I agree. Obviously, she didn't give a shit about those things before. I mean, it's not like she didn't know about them. She knew. And if I had seen these videos sooner, it most certainly would have been a reason. That is disgusting, and I am happy I am no longer friends. So, basically what this is this is her virtue signaling and morally grandstanding over what? The word retard? Oh, no. Oh no, he said retard and faggot. Oh no, that's so bad. It's like, who gives a shit? I'm sorry, I just can't be asked to care. Oh, and when she accuses him of saying the N-word, apparently, he said niglet, not the actual N-word. So I don't. So she's basically just lying. Unless she can show a clip of him saying the N-word, I'm not gonna believe that she's, being truthful here. But like, this is the stupid. Oh no, somebody said a bad word that I don't like 14 years ago. Oh god, the fucking world is gonna end. What will I ever do? I cannot possibly imagine not being friends with someone on the sole basis of them saying the N-word 14 years ago. Like, that is the most pussy shit imaginable. That's just fucking embarrassing. I cannot imagine being that much of a sensitive loser. Holy shit. Like, that's an actual, like, holy fuck. What an actual embarrassment this person is. Yeah, no, that wasn't the reason, but I'm still gonna, like, that might not be the reason, but I sure as hell am gonna make sure to always, hold that over their head, and never fucking forget it, okay? That would have been a reason if I had known. It's not like, yeah, she says that these things are publicly available, yet if they happened 14 years ago, they would have been publicly available and easy to find, while they were working together for years. So it's not like she didn't know. She just didn't give a shit, but she gives a shit now, because now it allows her to virtue signal and claim moral superiority. When at the end of the day, it's just another example of her being stupid.
And back in 2020, I had stated that those videos had nothing to do with the ending of Sad Milk. I was actually unaware of those videos at the time of our friendship.
Bullshit.
But had I been aware of them, that friendship would have likely ended sooner.
Also bullshit. And if that's not bullshit, I think that's even worse. I don't know what's worse. Ending a friendship over the word retard being said, not only being said, I think you shouldn't even end a friendship if someone uses the word, like, currently. But if it's 14 years ago, then, like, you actually have to be a moron, right? Like, that's, like, insane, right? Like, I just don't understand how anyone can, think that there's any logical basis to that, right?
Unfortunately, when those videos surfaced, it wasn't really all that shocking to me, as Oz Media and I had actually talked about.
Oh, but now it's not shocking. Okay, so it was shocking. I had no idea, but like also it wasn't shocking. It's kind of what I expected after talking to people. And also I had no idea, but also it was always publicly available and you can easily find it. But also I had no idea. Okay, make up your fucking mind. Holy shit.
About how Click had been using the R slur while we played games together. I thought, or I wanted to assume that.
When you guys were playing games together, then either he was saying the word retard, which you were aware of, or he wasn't and you're lying. But either way, there's so many layers to you being wrong.
That I had misheard, but Oz said that he was uncomfortable with it and said something, but the language continued.
Skill issue? And also, there's nothing wrong with being uncomfortable. Hold on. And also, okay, I mean, Oz is saying, oh, it made me uncomfortable in these DMs. Alright, whatever. Click's language barrier isn't an issue. Okay, whatever.
That I had misheard, but Oz said that he was uncomfortable with it and said something, but the language continued. Click, you are right. Those videos in question are old, and at this point, they're kind of irrelevant. People.
Okay, well then there you go. I'm glad you admit that they're irrelevant. So why the fuck did you even bring them up?
People can learn and people can change. That being said,
he didn't need to learn or change, though. That's the thing. He didn't do anything wrong in the first place. Why are you acting like... Oh no, there was such a moral, wrongdoing there. Oh god, he's a terrible person for doing that. Though it has been 14 years, so, like, he's just, he's just starting to recover as a person, but, like, yeah, oh god, he went as far as to say the word retarded. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, this is the most dumb bullshit imaginable. This is what conservatives think that the left is about, by the way. People like Illuminaughtii are basically just fuel for conservatives to use to paint the left-wingers in a negative light. Because they'll take something like this, and then they'll make valid criticism, but then they'll say that the entire left is like that. So people like Illuminaughtii are doing us a major disservice. So even if you're you know, a more casual viewer, and you know, you're also a leftist like me, right? But you're not a fan of the edgy humor. That's fine. You don't have to be. You don't have to like my style or my rhetoric or whatever. No one said you had to. Different strokes for different folks, right? But you have to realize that even if you're the biggest Illuminaughtii fan, she's doing all of us a disservice.
At the time in 2020, Click was still using horrifying language and slurs that have long been deemed unacceptable.
Horrifying. She talks as if he was, like, bombing an orphanage. Oh, God, yeah. So, yeah, this guy's actually a really bad person. Like, there was this one time where he bombed an orphanage, and then there was another time when he, said the word retard. Oh, God.
I'd now like to address the Click's claims that I had any involvement in trying to gain control of his Discord server by, as he says, tossing around accusations at staff.
I mean, yeah, this was the most pathetic shit.
Because unfortunately, there were some truly sinister things occurring in the Click.
Truly sinister things. I can only imagine how she would feel about my fucking Discord server, which is
Discord
understaffed. It's like what? Bad actors weren't banned within 1 single nanosecond?
That were brought to my attention. For this next section, I would like to
that were brought to your attention while the dude was asleep and couldn't do anything about it because he didn't know the situation existed?
Provide a trigger warning. There will be mentions of
it's almost like time zones are a thing that exist.
Explicit sexual language. Mention.
Oh no, not explicit sexual language. Watch out, guys. Trigger warning. She's gonna say explicit sexual language. This is what I mean when I say that people like this do us a disfavor or a disservice. Okay, she's not doing us any favors when she does this shit. Okay.
Of pedophilia, graphic imagery, and inappropriate behavior around minors. Before I go any further into this, I want to mention that there's going to be resources in my description box regarding what I'm about to discuss now. I do think it's relevant to bring up that in 2019, the Click's channel was terminated by YouTube for sexual content.
Okay.
At the time, a few YouTubers, including myself and Oz Media, band together to help reinstate Click's channel. Oz spoke to his MCN representative.
Okay, so one topic says, what really solidified commitment amongst us was when Click's channel was deleted by YouTube on Christmas, no less. The group was in a call when we saw and Click while he was asleep to make sure he could jump on it fast. And we all reached out to YouTube and made tweets. It took weeks for YouTube over the holidays to even give him a real review or response. And this was just when he'd gone full time. It was high stress, but we were all there to support him. I even bugged him into starting up a podcast to help distract him. Finally, they reviewed the issue, properly responded, and he got his channel back. After going through that together, we all felt we had each other's best interests at heart. We were friends and trusted one another implicitly. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
And I spoke with YouTube directly. This is something that I now look back on with so much regret.
You regret helping somebody that you were friends with get their channel back that was wrongly terminated? Yeah, okay. Wow, you're a great friend.
Known at the time what was going on behind the scenes, I never would have participated.
Wait, what was going on behind the scenes? Oh no, he was saying the word retarded 14 years ago behind the scenes. Oh god, the horror.
Participated in helping Click with his channel. Allow me to explain the situation a little bit. The Click and I had shared Discord moderators around the time of Sad Milk being created. Due to the Click's inaction, our shared moderators had brought a situation in his server to
the Click's inaction. This is so fucking stupid. What do you want him to do? Is he supposed to micromanage his server with 20,000 people in it? It's not like it's a small Discord server, okay? I have my Discord server is, like, tiny compared to his, okay? And fuck, that shit is fucking, doesn't have enough mods, you know, like, it's like, you know, I don't, because I don't expect anybody to be online 24/7, but I'm not, you know, gonna make anybody feel obligated to do anything, because it's like, one, I don't give a shit, 2, that's not fun, it's boring, 3, it's cringe, 4, it doesn't really matter. 5, I don't want to, create stressful situations for people, okay? It's like, yeah, when you enter my Discord server, you kind of know what you're getting into, you know? It's not it's not like I make content for children though. So maybe that's why I make more adult style content. At the very least, it's more on the mature side, right? I talk about politics and whatnot. My you wouldn't want to show one of my streams to your 8-year-old little brother or whatever the fuck, right? You wouldn't do that because I'm a little bit too edgy for them.
My attention, a situation involving pedophilia. In Click's Discord, there was...
Oh yeah, we already looked at this. Basically, there was a pedophile, and then they ended up getting banned. So, well, and this all happened when Click was asleep.
A 19-year-old bragging about a 12-year-old that he was claiming to be involved with. A moderator reached out to get more information on this situation. This 19-year-old then reiterates, and I am directly quoting this here,
okay, then that sounds like if the moderator didn't do anything though, that's a moderator issue. Do you genuinely believe that the Click is responsible for every action of his mods? Really? I mean, fuck, I've had mods that people that used to be modded my Discord server that I think they ended up getting banned for some shit eventually. I didn't ban them, but I'm like, I had unbanned them a couple times because they got banned. And I'm like, okay, well, I feel kind of bad because they DM'd me. But at this point, it's like, okay, I just don't care enough. Just go DM somebody else. I'm inactive.
I talked with my therapist about it, even too, and he told me as long as I don't touch her, it's okay. Click and his team did not pursue any immediate action to ban, restrict, or report this individual.
Well, yeah, because he was fucking asleep. Okay, this is, okay, we're not watching the rest of this. This is just a bunch of bullshit. Okay, I was willing to give her a chance, but it seems like that everything the Click was saying was completely 100% accurate, alright? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna smash dislike, alright? We're smashing dislike on the Iilluminaughtii exposed video, but on my video, make sure to smash like, okay? Smash like. Smash like on my stream / video. Smash dislike on Illuminaughti's, okay? Yeah. Hell yeah. Anyways. Wow. That is an embarrassingly bad response. Holy shit. Yeah, no. So, now that so, this is exactly what the Click was talking about. So, Click wasn't dishonestly framing anything, okay? We know that. And the reason I watched this video was sort of just to kind of prove it to myself. Because obviously I care about intellectual honesty. And even though it's like, oh, well, it was obvious. It's like, yeah, I know, but just because it's obvious doesn't mean that, it's like, I was obviously going to be like, okay, well, maybe her perspective is different from what it's being portrayed as. It's not. That's the thing. So now, we're going to, all right, I'm going to read chat for a little bit. And, hello, Jalen, welcome to the stream. Nice outfit. Aw, thank you. Hello, Elizabeth B. She plays the martyr a lot. True. Hello, Natty Forsyth. Nice outfit, gay bunny. Bunny girl gay. These are supposed to be cat ears. I do have bunny ears, though. But yeah. Wait, are you a cat? Yeah. I am, in fact, a cat. It's ironic she feels vulnerable for having to apologize when she had no issue trying to publicly shame another content creator, then blame her editors. True. Hi, found your channel through this drama. So glad I did. Love your personality. Well, I'm so glad to hear that, Elizabeth B. All right, Sperm. Thank you for sharing with the class Fireclaw24. I'm so glad to hear that. Eggsy says burp. Thank you for sharing. You missed the best part of that video. The Click revealed so much about her, so much about how Blair's harassed him through an alt account for 2 years. Creepshow Art 2.0. She exposes Wonder's mental health struggles, even sharing his potential suicide note later in the video. Really gross and completely inexcusable. Chat, should I watch the rest of their video or is it not worth it? Because I'm going to end up watching Wonderstruck's video and the rest of the Click's video, regardless. So I want to know if... Oh, wait, I have it as top chat. That's my bad. I hope I didn't miss any messages. Have you ever shit in a mattress? Yeah, I do it all the time. Uh, yeah. Oh my god. Anyways. YTP Broly by Spigotan. Okay. Thank you for sharing, I guess. Alright. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm getting sidetracked. Again, this is a segment-oriented stream, okay? The main focus is obviously going to be on the situation, while my personality is mixed in there, of course. Obviously, that's really what the main focus is for me, at least. But my personality, I mean, not the drama. I don't care that much about the drama. I mean, I do and I don't. It's, you know, when I do something for because it's like I know the YouTube algorithm likes it. I'm not gonna lie and be like, no, I would never do what the YouTube algorithm tells me to. Okay, I'm so authentic and not money driven as a content creator that I actually do the complete opposite of what makes me successful. It's like no, I'm hoping that this VOD does well, just like the last VOD for my other stream called Fine, I'll talk about Illuminaughtii. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. The click-through ratio on that was like really high though, so I'm hoping it is on this as well. But yeah, man, what an interesting world we live in, huh? Really do be like that, I guess. But yes, she does play the martyr a lot. I don't know if I want to continue, whatever, talking about, sorry, not talking about, reacting to this fucking video, but, you know what, we'll do it, we're gonna stomach through the rest of this, okay? You know what, we gotta watch it, alright? I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a sip of water, and then we'll get back into it, alright? I just needed a little break, okay? Yeah.
So those shared mods came to me, and they told me that they were uncomfortable. So we used this individual's ID number, and we banned them from the Sad Milk server and from my server, and we reported them to Discord's Trust and Safety team, who we hope did pursue this further. Then
This was while the click was asleep, by the way.
I went to contact Click to see what was going on, and it was mainly because I didn't want to believe that he would blow off someone clearly discussing such an inappropriate relationship.
Dude, he was asleep when it was happening. You fucking idiot. Holy shit. You're actually dumb as fuck. You're actually so stupid. It's insane. Like, I mean, you were the one scheduling, and you already explained earlier in the video that you have all their time zones written down, so it's not like you're really shit at geography, so that's why you didn't think about the time zone, okay? You have all of that written down, okay? So you probably, maybe, I'm not saying you have to memorize his sleep schedule or his sleeping patterns, but I think you can get a general idea for when he will or won't be awake, right? And when he will or won't be online. It's not like it's that ambiguous, right? Most people aren't awake at 2 in the morning. I mean, I guess if you're a YouTuber, maybe, but come on. That shouldn't be an obligation. Like, you shouldn't be forced to micromanage your Discord server 24/7. Like, fuck, I don't even, like, look at my Discord server, like, more than, like, once a week, because it's, like, I just forget it exists sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I like my Discord server, but it's, like, I just kind of forget it's there, and it's like, well, hopefully people aren't doing anything bad. I just kind of assume that nothing bad is happening, right? I don't think that I am the only person who can make bad things not happen, right? Other people are capable of doing the same thing, and if they don't, well, then that's their fault. Well, if they're not aware of it, then it's not. But if they're aware of it and then they don't do anything, then it is, right? But then it's like, okay, but you're not forced to do anything. But like, also, I don't know. I'm sorry.
In fact, this was right off the heels of one of his admins sharing pornographic content to people that they knew were minors.
Okay.
One thing that I would like to point out here is how these users were pushing porn.
Oh, by the way, apparently it was lewd, as far as I'm concerned, not like nudes. It's still bad. So this person turned 16 a month ago, and this was in 2020. Okay. All right, let's see when the
In
lewd
fact,
shit was.
this was right off the heels of one of his admins sharing porn.
All right, so Okay, this is, okay, 0708 2020. All right, this is whatever. Probably hentai or some shit. I don't know. Okay.
Pornographic content to people that they knew were minors.
Okay. 7/8/2020.
One thing that I would like to point out here is how...
Okay, yes. All right, so this is before those were sent. And I assume it's in the same channel. Speak Mandarin, so if anyone wants to learn Kung Fu. I'm a Minecraft mod selected. In the same batch as... Wait, what? Okay, wait. So wait, what? Is this in mod chat, or... I'm so confused. Either way. You can't expect a YouTuber to micromanage their fucking server with like 20,000 people in it, regardless.
All these users were pushing pornographic materials to a minor who explicitly states that...
Okay, then yeah, that's bad that they did that. That doesn't automatically mean that he endorses it, though. He's not aware of it.
Their parent is in the room with them, so they were hiding their phone. I would like to...
Yeah, he ended up demoting them, okay? Yeah, but he wasn't aware of it when they were mods.
Point out that a common tactic for abusers who are attempting to groom children is that they expose them to pornography and other sexual content.
But he wasn't trying to do that. He just wasn't aware of it.
In an attempt to desensitize the child. I'll provide...
Oh, I mean, shit. Does that mean I was groomed? I bet I was groomed, because maybe I groomed myself, because I started watching, I remember I found porn when I was, like, 10. I sought it out, I think, yeah. And I was like, hell yeah. It's funny, you would think that would create, like, a porn addiction or some shit, but it's, like, the opposite. It's just, like, whenever I feel like it. Yeah, but it's like, every once a week, maybe. It's like, but it's like not like an important thing to me. It's not like, I need this, I need to do this or anything, you know?
Provide Rain's page on grooming for further...
I'm not saying that makes it okay or justifiable. That's just my personal experience. It's like, fuck. Does that mean I've been groomed? Well, no. I groomed myself. I guess. I don't know.
Information. And if you're a child currently in a similar situation, I urge you to speak to a trusted adult or authorities. And again, resources will be provided below. Having to relook at these messages again still makes my stomach turn, even 3 years later. When Click didn't initially take action, I switched...
It's kind of hard to take action when you're sleeping or not aware of the action that needs to be taken because you don't know what the fuck is happening. So, I'm just saying.
Tactics with him, and I called One Topic, who was and still is, to my understanding, one of the Click's closest friends on social media. I got into a call with both of them, and I shared these files with them, and One Topic opened the files, he was horrified, and he said, and I quote, "I've read one and I don't want access to those screenshots." It was after this conversation that Click took action and reported and removed that individual from...
No, no, no. No. That is wrong. That's a lie. It was one of the mods that banned the person. So, wait, what do you mean by take action? If you were instating mods in his server, right? That means that you would have moderator privileges, would it not? And if that's the case, why the fuck didn't you just ban the dude? You fucking idiot. Holy shit. Oh my god.
From his server. I really wouldn't lightly make accusations like this unless I had seen them for myself. And let me be abundantly clear here.
Accusations of what?
I am not trying to accuse the Click of pedophilia, nor do I have any reason to believe that he could be a pedophile.
Good, then what the fuck is the point?
However, he cultivated an environment that was a breeding ground for inappropriate behavior with minors to occur, and...
But that's a Discord issue. Why do you think Discord mods being groomers is a fucking meme? It's a Discord thing, not the Click thing. I guarantee you, I mean, I haven't joined his Discord server. Maybe I should do that for the sake of this video, but... You know, I gotta say, like... I can almost guarantee you it's the most sanitized shit. Based off of what I've seen from his channel, I don't think he's, like, somebody who does anything, like, sexual or explicit. It seems like he makes content, maybe, you know, that's like, I don't know, like, for a younger audience, but yeah, I don't know.
That's exactly what happened. Having our shared moderators approach me in my server about this very serious situation in his server was
Wait, are you not mod in his server? Are you a mod in his server? I'm so confused. So, okay, I'm gonna assume she wasn't a mod in his server, but maybe there's moderator overlap, but she's not a mod. She herself isn't a mod in his server. Okay. I'm so... Okay.
extremely uncomfortable, but something the moderation team felt needed.
But the person ended up getting banned before the clique even knew about the situation. What? Okay.
Action that was not being taken. Furthermore, referring to these
What did you want him to do? Was he supposed to unban them so that he could ban them and take action? What?
shared moderators that we had as spies, as he said on Twitter, it only dismisses the fact that he allowed this sexually explicit language to occur around minors.
How? Wait, what?
He referred to them as spies, which only shows that he didn't really see any issue with the...
Or, wait, what? Okay. That... Okay, what? What? So, okay, this is so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. This is just beyond moronic. Holy shit. Why would you even show this tweet? It doesn't make you look good, I swear. I mean, I guess I shouldn't hide it either, but, like, come on. Yeah, like, what does that prove? Him not wanting somebody else to control his server means that he's endorsing pedophilia? What? You do realize that not endorsing pedophilia and not wanting you to have control over his Discord server are not mutually exclusive things. This is just mind-boggling. This is in her video. This is the video where she's supposed to look good, and she doesn't.
The state of his server.
This is the best possible interpretation that paints her in the best possible light, and she still looks fucking stupid.
Mark, I'm going to address you directly here. On your Discord server that had, and likely still has, minors present, you as an adult need to do the right thing, and actually...
What, micromanage all 20,000 participants at all times, even when you're sleeping? What?
Pay attention to what goes down in your server or ensure a team...
Yeah, you better micromanage that, bitch.
...will take action against inappropriate behavior. I am sorry to those minors who were spoken to in such an inappropriate way.
Bullshit, you don't give a fuck. You're just using them as a tool to push your bullshit narrative.
You were, and some of you...
Which is honestly pretty disgusting, I'm not gonna lie.
...likely are still children. Adults should not be having sexually charged conversations with you or sharing sexually explicit photos with you.
Yeah, astute observation. The clique doesn't disagree with you on that, you fucking idiot.
This is and always has been unacceptable. I will be...
Good, well, good thing his mods banned the person when he was asleep. Holy shit.
...providing links in the description box for a few resources for anyone who has been negatively impacted by these events. I did
yeah,
what
okay.
I could, but I wish I could have done more. And I wish...
For screenshots from his server with his team will be available in the Google Drive. There will be images and language that is suggestive, including screenshots of adults sharing BDSM tests, discussing results, and including minors in those convos. Graphic imagery and names will remain censored. Okay. Alright.
that the clique had more accountability of his own server. I also hope that since my fall...
Yeah, you better micromanage all 20,000... look, okay, I'll stop harping on that if she stops saying dumb shit, okay?
...out with Click, that he has learned from his past errors and worked to better himself. I hope...
There were no past errors, you fucking idiot.
...that he and his current moderation team are holding themselves to a higher standard. The past...
Yeah, you better micromanage your server. If there is 1 nanosecond of somebody misbehaving, and they don't get banned within that nanosecond, like... You're basically just endorsing pedophilia at that point.
3 years have been challenging to all of us, And I think it's safe to say that living through a global pandemic has changed us in one way or another. Click, I hope you have learned to not tolerate such behavior in your circle.
What? How is it tolerating it if you're not aware of it? And the person got banned before he was even awake. What? This is so dumb.
I hope that you have learned from this and that you'll continue.
Learn from what? His mod team banned the fucker. What would he learn? Micromanage your server more, even though it seems to be working just fine?
To strive to do better. I truly regret ever being friends with you. And I hope that I can finally close the door on that.
Why? Oh, God, she's so bitchy. Holy fuck.
Chapter in my life. I want nothing to do with you, and I can only.
Shut up. Oh my God. I want nothing to do. It's like, God, Jesus Christ, could you possibly be any more bitchy in the way you structure your sentences? I don't think so. Oh my God.
I hope that I will no longer be associated with you.
I hope that I will no longer be associated with you.
After all of this.
How dare you not micromanage your Discord server 24/7? You're basically endorsing pedophilia. Wonderstruck,
When it comes
okay.
to discussing Wonderstruck, his actions are some of the most confusing I've had to deal with. I'm going to address his concerns, though a lot of it is fairly tricky since he hinges his accusations on anecdotal commentary. In responding to his
Okay.
baseless claims, I will provide evidence as necessary, as well as point out when things I mention are anecdotal, so I completely understand if you choose to dismiss my anecdotal commentary as it arises. His thread on Twitter makes many claims.
I mean, we'll take it into account, mainly for the purposes of proving that she's a hypocrite and a liar, but, I mean, you know, maybe I turn out to be wrong. Maybe this video was all just one big prank. I don't know.
About who I am as a person and how I've treated him. I hope to come at this with a level head and a very thorough explanation of events.
Okay.
With that being said, let's start with Wonder's accusation of wage theft. That's a big one, and it's important. I talk often about how paying your people is important. So
then why don't you pay them?
I know how ironic it must look to have that accusation thrown back at me.
Then, oh, okay.
Again, let me explain Wonder's employment history with me. During Sad Milk, all of us were contractors to that channel. We were paid as contractors so we could handle taxes in our respective countries on our own, as not all members were American citizens.
Okay, that's true.
As many of you are aware, video editing is largely considered gig work, and in the industry, most folks are contractors and work on a variety of projects for different clients at the same time. During December 2020, like all of the members of Sad Milk, Wonder was considered a contractor. On December 24th, 2020 at 5:39 a.m., I received a message from Wonder letting me know that he took a shot at reworking a video that had already been edited by a different contractor.
Okay. Hey, so I saw the video. Something that's censored for whatever reason. Oh, okay, as the name of an editor, I assume. We'll just call him Bob, okay? Hey, so I saw the video Bob did, and I kind of worried about some things that couldn't be changed by the deadline, so I went and reworked the video with the short time frame we had using a version of Bob's video without music, and then there's a file. I have never done a video in this style. I tried my best with it. I don't know if you had time to see how Bob's video went. He knows how to edit, it just wasn't exactly right, and Bob said as a viewer it was static and somewhat dull. I know with time he will get it right, but for the sake of time, there is the link to the one that I reworked. We still need a thumbnail and a title, etc. before it's uploaded. And then Iilluminaughtii responds by saying, TBH, I was cackling throughout the video. It does not feel awkward at all. Okay. And then Wonder says, did you see the original? I see where Bob was going, but it needed tweaks. Iilluminaughtii responds with, I did. I have your edits scheduled to go live in 20 minutes. And then Wonder says, I noticed a few minor glitches and the occasional audio pop in mine. Again, I don't do vlog stuff, so this was my first attempt. I don't know how to explain that to Bob, though, about why my rework is up and his original isn't. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. What?
I want to clarify. I did not ask him to do this. This was something he did of his own accord. I responded to him, letting him know that his edits would go live at...
So, wait. Oh, okay. But if it's a collaborative channel, then you would pay him for that, right? Because he worked on it, so he would get money? I mean, you're talking about it being a collaborative channel, and oh, they're all contractors, so they're all responsible for it. You know, I just so happen to manage all the finances. But so, you know, it's like, oh yeah, like I do all the work and stuff, but then like as soon as other people are doing all the work, you know, for whatever reason, I can't pay them, you know, even though it's our channel and not just my responsibility.
1 p.m. on December 24th, 2020. I don't want to claim to know what goes on in Wonder's personal life, but claiming that he missed Christmas with his brother and father, I just don't know how that's possible when the video was finalized early morning on Christmas Eve. And
Huh? Wait, what? Finalized on Christmas Eve. Can you show me that? Is there evidence of that?
Wonder, I do want to thank you again, as I previously had verbally done so, for editing that video. It was great to have a video go live the day before Christmas. As for his claim that he didn't get paid for his work for more than half a month, I would like to let everyone know that Sad Milk's payroll was on a bi-weekly schedule. That simply means that there is a payment every 2 weeks, which is essentially half of a month. This is something that I have continued within my own channel to this day. Both salaried and contracted employees are paid every 2 weeks, and to further add to that, most companies, at least in the US, pay on a bi-weekly schedule, so this is not anything unusual or uncommon. To continue the discussion of his employment with me, I will have to give some much-needed context. For this section, I will be providing screenshots where applicable, but some of this is anecdotal, as much of our conversations were either over voice calls or in person. Further corroboration of the anecdotal evidence will be provided in Google Drive. Wonder and I were still friends throughout the end of Sad Milk in 2020, as well as into 2021. During this time, he would often tell both Oz Media and myself how living in Austin, Texas was a nightmare for him. He would often complain about his roommates being terrible people, his friends being mostly terrible people and unmotivated to do well in life, and how his car was always breaking down, and how
I mean, those sound like valid concerns.
his channel was not going in the direction he wanted. And then
I mean, I felt that.
he talked about that last bit of family that he had moving away, and he was essentially alone. I won't speak on behalf of Oz, but I know I was moved by Wonder's stories. Without going into personal details, I was pretty horrified by what he had explained happened in his past. I was saddened by how he constantly talked about how bad his life was and how he felt like a failure. He said he
Relatable.
felt alone, depressed, and uncertain of the future. And at that point, I knew I wanted to help him in whatever way I could.
Yeah, that's why you threw his play button away, right?
At the end of 2020, I paid for his tickets to visit Oz and me in Colorado. During this trip, we discussed the possibility of Wonder moving out to Colorado due to his discontent with his life in Texas. Oz
I'm so excited to see Wonder's response.
Media and I had just moved into his newly purchased home in April 2021, and he decided to welcome Wonder into his house. Unless Oz Media was doing so without my understanding, Wonder was not charged any rent, utilities, or internet for sharing our living space. Later in May 2021, we welcomed Wonder into the house. Oz even personally drove down to Texas to get Wonder and his dog, James. I want to explain my perspective a little bit here. At this point, I was finally starting to feel comfortable with my channel, and I felt that I was in a good position to be able to help somebody out and truly change the lives of one of my close friends.
Okay, well, that's good. Glad to hear that.
Was in what I felt was a privileged position, and I wanted to share that with someone I cared about and wanted to see succeed. With that in mind, I decided to hire Wonder to do some editing work for my channel. And now we can get back to the continuation of discussing Wonder's employment. Wonder was hired on June 7th, 2021, and was salaried at $50,000 a year. To be frank, I just really wanted him to have an easier job so that he could focus on his personal channel, as he had told me numerous times that was his ultimate goal. His only task was to edit short clips from any live streams that I did, so that I could post them onto my secondary channel, Iilluminaughtii.
I should do something like that for a streamer, maybe. Just like edit, like condensing like certain parts of their streams, just, you know, have them give me a timestamp, I edit, whatever, nothing too hard, you know, just to make a little bit of money, you know, and to get better at editing, so it'll benefit me, it'll benefit my wallet, and it'll benefit my YouTube channel in the long run.
In addition to his salary, he received all benefits that I have for all of my salaried employees, which include a 401k, full health insurance, and an internal benefit I created for my team called an LSA.
I don't care about that.
The LSA stands for a lifestyle spending account, and it's essentially more money to put on the table if you as an employee want it. It allows you to
this is boring. I don't care. This...
He made inappropriate comments on forums that
Wait, what?
4 videos from Wonder. The content for Wonder to edit was dependent on me being able to live stream. During this time, I unfortunately only had 2 streams for him to work on, which Wonder would have been able to produce about 4 videos from. Wonder did not meet the deadlines for either stream. Despite this, I kept him on payroll, I continued his pay, even though no work had ever been completed.
Okay, what were the deadlines? Do you have a source, or not a source, like a screenshot or whatever, like... Can you, like, show me this?
Although there was only a minuscule amount of work for Wonder to do, he still managed to act up within company spaces. He made inappropriate comments on forums that were visible to other employees. He
like what? Can you show me?
Didn't complete tasks that were assigned to him, and he
Can you show me this, or are you just making it up?
failed to follow company protocol. I
Like what?
have a strict policy regarding formal disciplines, and within his short time of working with me, he had already met the criteria for termination.
Wait, what did he do? You can't just say these things and then not give any evidence. You're just... What? Okay.
Now, let's move on to the legalities that Wonder brought up in regards to how he claims that he ended up with no car, barely any clothing, no money, and no home. Which leads me to one of the stupidest mistakes of my life. After repeatedly hearing
I think your entire career is the stupidest mistake of your life.
Wonder say how
sorry.
desperately he needed a car, and after believing what he said about how miserable he was, I decided to try and help my friend in a way that I now realize was pretty idiotic. I look back at this decision with regret and embarrassment. This part will get a little nitty-gritty with the details.
She sounds like Keemstar right now. Like this is what iDubbbz used to criticize Keemstar for in the Content Cop. That's really interesting. Like she has that same like condescending. Oh, but we were friends and I was helping you. Illuminaughtii, the helping hand. Yeah, no helping hand talks about how much they help other people. That is a slimy asshole thing to do. That's not a helping hand. That's not what a helpful person does, okay? I'm sorry. That's just how it is. It's oh my god. I can't believe I was so nice that I was willing to help you. You poor disgusting piece of shit. I was just helping you. Yeah, we were friends. And I helped you.
But I believe I need to fully flesh out all of the information to give you the full picture. After many in-depth discussions with Wonder, I made the decision to purchase a vehicle that he had already agreed to enter into a rent-to-own contract with said vehicle. On June 12th, 2021, Oz Media and I collectively decided...
Okay, so it says, this is where Wonder's monthly payment number comes from in the case of Curiosity. I only changed him the exact amount. Okay, finance charge, 4.7K. Amount financed, 37.5K. Term, 72 months. 42,500. What? Huh? Oh. Okay. I don't know how okay. I don't know enough about how money works, so I'm not gonna comment.
To take out a loan together in the amount of $42,359.69. Additionally, I brought $28,346.79 in cash.
All right, I'm not reading the tax form. Fuck that.
As a deposit. Wonder did not contribute to the deposit on the car. With this rent-to-own
I would need to see proof of that
contract, I agreed to only charge Wonder the cost of the loan and not the full value of the car itself, meaning within a 24-month period, he would have only paid...
Yeah, I'm sure that all of the fucking people watching this know exactly how, what these, like, what is... I'm sorry, this is, okay.
Paid $14,120.12 for a car that, when purchased...
Showing images of complicated tax forms doesn't make your point look any better, by the way.
Went for a grand total of $61,386.23. And let me be clear here. Aside from him accepting my job offer, this was the only legal documentation between the two of us.
Okay. Will maintain physical damage, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
We'll have all of the stipulations of our rent-to-own agreement on the screen now, but just know that the most important thing was that after 2 years of consecutive car payments and following all of the stipulations, the vehicle title would be transferred over to Wonder, with the amount that we put into the car, as well as payments on the car that I continued to make monthly. He would own the car outright with no lingering auto debt after that 24-month period. In a DM with me, Wonder later told me that if he hadn't accepted my job offer and my rent-to-own agreement, that he would still have an apartment, a car, and close to $10K in his bank account. I'd like to reiterate that unless Oz was charging rent without my knowledge, Wonder was living rent-free while earning $1,923.08 every other week, and would have to pay only $588.34 once a month. I don't claim to know the ins and outs of his finances whatsoever, and I very much was...
I'm not gonna... I don't want to comment on financial shit.
Was not involved with what he was doing with his bank accounts, but
I don't look. I heard other people say that like she was financially abusing him and shit. I genuinely look. I'm not smart enough to look at those documents and be like, oh, here's what's happening. I'm a fucking idiot, okay? I don't know how taxes work, alright? I'm sorry.
failed to see how I could possibly cost him $10,000. In reality, the agreement I made with Wonder would have me lose $47,266.11. And again,
So I don't understand. Can you stop talking? Okay, this
I feel in instances that
this is boring. I don't care.
2 pairs of dirty boxers and like maybe 3 missing.
I don't care. This is stupid.
To me, I know he yelled and screamed extensively at both of us.
Okay, here we go. Something worth watching.
I just want to give
Holy
a
shit.
quick trigger warning here for the mention of suicide and suicidal intention. After the car
Here's a quick trigger warning for the mention of suicide. The trigger warning is literally just you mentioning it. Wait, hold on. What's the point of having a trigger warning of mentioning something while you're mentioning that thing in the trigger warning itself? What the fuck?
was back in my possession on the 29th of July, Oz and I received numerous messages from Wonder, which will be available in the Google Drive. What I specifically would like to highlight is that he insinuates that he had intention to and was taking action to arm himself.
Okay, I was not thinking straight at all. Once that software started to break, I had already had beyond a numerous amount of things going on, blah, blah, blah. Didn't want to miss the deadline. The shirt stressed me out so bad. I was trying to unlock my dad's gun cabinet, and I guess there was some sort of power or some weird shit because my therapist literally called me right there. Oh, higher power. Called me right there because I had forgot to make an appointment. Okay. This is one out of context message. I don't...
to end his life. In a message directly with me, he
Wait, you're saying that's a threat?
numerous messages from Wonder, which will be available in the Google Drive. Possession on the 29th of July, Oz and I received numerous messages from Wonder, which will be available in the Google Drive. What I specifically would like to highlight is that he insinuates that he had intention to and was taking action to arm himself to end.
Okay. Yep. Yes. That is what suicidal people do sometimes. You are correct.
His life. In a message directly with me, he explicitly told me that, quote,
And also, why the fuck, like, what... Why are you blasting that out publicly? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this is personal shit that he shared with you, and you think that it was a good idea to you know, air this shit out to 941,000 viewers to see? Seriously? Okay. Wow, what a great person.
quote, I was legit trying to get into my dad's gun cabinet to fucking
Serious? You're gonna read it out loud, okay.
kill myself. Either way, out of concern, I called the Austin Police Department non-emergency line to ask for a wellness check. And when I explained to the
Why are you... What the fuck is wrong? Holy shit.
operator what was the situation at hand,
Yeah, no, you are in no position to morally grandstand if this is the shit you do.
and they immediately
Like, this is such a personal thing. What the fuck?
transferred me to the 911 dispatcher. I then read the messages to them, and I gave the 911 operator the last known place of his residence in Texas, which was his dad's house, to perform a wellness check.
Yeah, you are in no position to morally grandstand. You piece of shit. Holy fuck.
The operator then told me not to arrange anything unless the police force is present. In his messages, Wonder states that he received a call from his therapist, which ultimately pulled him out of his intended plan.
Dude, what? And so you think this is okay to leak in a video for 900,000 people to see? That's okay to you. That's perfectly fine. You know, somebody saying the word retarded 14 years ago, that's off limits. But as soon as somebody says, but you know, fucking telling everybody about a really personal experience that somebody had and didn't want to have shared publicly, I'm sure. You know, hey, listen up, all 900,000 viewers. This guy wanted to commit suicide, and here was his plan. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine, but the word retarded, that's too far.
And let's take a moment to discuss the therapist. During his time in Colorado, he expressed that he wanted to seek therapy, and I think that's a fantastic decision. To help him with his process, I messaged my old therapist, who I did a lot of EMDR therapy with, and helped me immensely.
Okay.
On screen is me reaching out to her to see if she was accepting any new clients. Confidential details are going to be censored in order to keep Wonder's privacy and integrity.
Yeah, I'd fucking hope so. But what? Oh yeah. Oh, I care. Oh yeah, I care so much about Wonder's privacy. You know, I'm only like yeah, I care so much about it that I'm like talking about like his fucking suicide attempt or whatever, or his plan to commit suicide. You know, I'm only like releasing this information that's extremely personal, but oh, I really care about his privacy. It's so important to me.
Integrity. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have recommended a therapist who was so life-changing for me to somebody else. Therapy
What? What? Why?
is a continual journey. You can come in and out as needed. And unfortunately, after I recommended Wonder to this therapist, there began a conflict of interest and I could no longer in good conscience see her for her services.
Why?
Wonder, I am so incredibly sorry that I unintentionally created a conflict of interest between the two of us in regards to this therapist.
Wait, how is that a conflict of interest? What? What? Huh? What? This is so dumb.
Did not mean to make that an issue between us at all.
Can you explain what the conflict of interest is? Okay, Wonder's dog. Okay.
When Wonder arrived in Colorado, to say he packed lightly would be a bit of an understatement. He arrived with barely any clothing, no food for his dog, not even a collar for his dog, just a bandana. As Wonder mentions on Twitter, that short amount of time we lived together was absolutely a nightmare. The tension began with our dogs and his unwillingness to help ease the situation between our pets. I did everything I thought of at the time to introduce James and Casper in a way that facilitated a good relationship between the dogs. They
Oh boy.
met on neutral ground at a dog park and only had supervised play at the house. Wonder did not want to facilitate the dog play, so this really only happened under mine and Oz's supervision. And when both myself and Oz would leave the house and Wonder would stay home, he has...
Okay, alright, we're only gonna watch this because I'm... Alright, you know what? Fine. We'll watch this part, alright? Even though I don't know what to say about it, though.
multiple times locked Casper away in an empty room, while James got free roam over the entire house. I don't want to claim that I'm any sort of dog
Wait. What?
specialist, but I do know that James was the new dog in this house that Casper had already been living in. And dogs are territorial by nature, that this was Casper's house and now suddenly he was being locked away.
Okay, if that happened, that's fucked up. I don't know if I believe you because you've lied about other shit.
Additionally, James
I mean, it's like, it's the boy who cried wolf, right?
had multiple accidents in the home and Wonder would not clean them. It was Oz who ended up taking on that responsibility. During Wonder's stay in Colorado, his actions and inactions regarding the care of his dog James were a main cause of tension in the house. Not only did it seem like James was receiving inadequate care due to the lack of identification with a collar, lack of food, lack of toys, and more, but Wonder was unwilling to do his part as a pet owner to keep the peace between the dogs too. Wonder's lack of responsibility led to multiple incidents.
I mean, I can't comment on this. I wasn't there, but take what she's saying with a grain of salt, I guess.
In addition to what I've previously mentioned. Firstly, James bit Casper, and bit his ear so hard that Casper bled. At this point, I took Casper to live with my sister, as I no longer felt comfortable having Casper alone in the house with Wonder and James. I reached out to my good friend who's also a dog trainer to see if he could help me with the situation. The second incident occurred on June 24th.
Alright, wait, let's see. Alright, so it says... Hey, so question, I'm having a bad dog situation, I don't care what to do. Do you know if you'd be able to help? I'd pay you for your time. What's going on? If it's behavioral, I'll have to see it myself. Yeah, I think it's behavioral, so blank moved from Texas to Colorado, and he brought his dog James. James and Casper are having this alpha male aggression. Blah, blah, blah. James bit Casper in the ear, yada, yada. So, okay, they're just describing the behavior, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to meet the other dog. I have some ideas, yada yada. Okay. I don't think that's not a. Seems like. Okay. I don't know how that that just sounds like the dogs don't get along with. That doesn't mean that Wonder isn't doing anything, but okay.
To my good friend who's also a dog trainer to see if he could help me with the situation. The second incident occurred on June 24th, 2021. On the night of the 23rd, Oz and Wonder went out together. I was exhausted, and so before they both...
What did you want to have happen? Was Wonder supposed to prevent it from happening? Because clearly you didn't prevent it from happening, so why would you expect Wonder to be able to do it? I mean, surely if... I don't know. It just seems kind of silly. I don't know. I'm not going to judge. It's just...
left, I let them know that I was going to bed, which is exactly what I did. I was woken up at 2:30 in the morning by Oz because Wonder was panicking because James was gone. Wonder admitted that he took James outside to go potty, then having forgotten he had done so, he left James outside while Wonder left the house with Oz.
I mean, that's a pretty bold accusation, so we'll have to see if there's any evidence of that, or if there's evidence of the contrary.
Means that he left his own dog outside unsupervised for hours on end in the middle of the night. If I was aware that James was outside unsupervised, I would have done everything to ensure his safety and brought him back inside. There was unfortunately nothing I could do as I was already downstairs in my room sleeping by the time this was all unfolding.
Wait, you mean to tell me that you can't do anything to make a situation better? Like, while you're asleep? Holy shit. That's crazy. But Illuminaughtii, I thought you were supposed to I thought you were supposed to micromanage everything, like Discord servers and pets and whatnot. I mean you said so yourself. Like, if you're asleep while shit happens in your Discord server, that means you endorse everything that's happening, right? It means that you condone all of those actions. You're in support of them. So that means that you condone animal neglect according to your own standard.
When I was woken up by Oz, I got on the Nextdoor app and I immediately made a post to try and locate James. Got a response around 10 a.m. the next day with a call from someone who had thankfully located James. The only evidence I have of this series of events is photos of James that Wonder sent to me at 3:05 in the morning.
Okay, he sent photos of the Wait, how is this evidence? What? What is this evidence of? What? What is it evidence of? He's sending dog pics. The cute dog pics. What? Okay.
On June 24th because I needed some photos to post on Nextdoor. As for the photo that Wonder posted claiming that I
Okay.
live in a hoarder home, I want to clarify that, as previously stated, Oz and I had only started moving into the home around mid-April 2021. I still had my room from a shared lease with multiple roommates until June 1st. During Wonder's stay, I was still in the process of moving in and unpacking. Furthermore, the photo he shows is a photo of a room that wasn't lived in by anyone in the house, and it was being used as a temporary storage and unpacking site while everyone was moving in. To further exemplify this, I would like to show you some photos I have of Casper in my room from that same time. And I would like to highlight a couple things, which I feel this is very nitpicky, but because this was brought up in such a manner, I feel that this is kind of the way to dispel this. And again, normally I wouldn't point out small things like this, but I really feel as I need to. If you go ahead and look at the sheets on the bed, it's not the same ones as the one that are on the floor in the photo.
Can you show the floor of your room, please? So we can... Also, wait, the bed frame would be a better thing to point at than the sheets, because you can easily change the sheets. Moving an entire bed, though, is difficult. But, I mean, fair enough, I guess?
He took at the time. Colorado is still very cold in April, and I had a full goose down comforter on the bed. And as you can see with photos of literally Casper's Instagram with the tagged dates on it below as well, you can see that my bed also, albeit a bit gaudy, has a silver headboard with little, like, little crystals and mirrors and silver
Okay, yeah.
tufting. I feel the need to point out these.
But can you show an image of your room? So, if you want to dispel the accusation, just take a picture of your room. And be like, hey, by the way, there's no shit on the floor. Do a fucking house tour if it's that important to you. Holy shit.
Minor details, since the out-of-context photos of the house being moved
If those minor details are so important to you, just do a house tour. Holy fuck.
into are being used as a way to show that I'm a supposed monster, and that, quote, my home is a mess, like hoarders bad. And
Then show us what your home looks like, and show us that room, and then do a tour of the rest of the house. Please.
just, what was the point of this, Wonder? Why would you even bother posting something like this, except to humiliate me? This was a room that we told you we were using to move, and we let you know it was off limits to you. That
it was off limits. Okay.
photo alone shows your consistent lack of respect for Oz's and my boundaries.
Yeah, alright. Well, I'm so excited to hear what Oz's boundaries are, and if they line up.
And Wonder, I am sorry that I was ever friends with you. My short involvement in your life clearly caused you so much harm and emotional distress, and I never want that for any of my friends, past or present. And for that, I again want to apologize.
Yeah, that's a bullshit apology.
I hope you find peace. This final section and this final person will be the hardest for me to address, so I plan on keeping this brief. Oz.
The fake sad noises. This will be brief. It's like, okay.
You were right. I am afraid of looking stupid and weak online, and yet I am those things right now. You've
I think you're always those things.
been with me through a lot of really intense and personal situations in my life.
Poor guy.
You were there throughout the entire process of my mom's cancer diagnosis, her various treatments, and hospitalizations. And I know there were many times when I had to run out the door suddenly because there was a crash cart in her room and they didn't know if she was going to make it. And you said you'd stay at the house and watch Casper so I could go to my mom. You were there for Casper's various hospitalizations when he would get sick throughout the years. And
I can't tell if she's faking her emotions or not.
you helped me.
I would need to see her, like, facial expressions to be able to judge it. I'm not good at just judging the voice alone, and I don't know, I feel like it's easier to get away with bullshit acting if it's just her voice.
Through a very difficult surgery recovery, I just want to say thank you for always being my support through all of my ups and downs. I know that a lot of these personal situations in my life left me very thin and sometimes irritable.
I don't know, I mean, that might be a real crying. I mean, she's obviously very mentally ill.
And I want to say thank you for supporting me through it and talking me through some really hard times. Your support and your friendship meant more to me than I think you'll probably ever know. I'm gonna miss all the fun things we used to do, eating way too much cheese at the melting pot. I'll miss you teaching me how to play Command and Conquer and playing it, and how you've always obviously been Casper's BFF, and you know how Casper is not afraid of Oswaldo. We're both gonna miss you a lot. The truth is, like we've privately discussed before, I always hoped that we'd be able to reconnect again in the future and mend our friendship. I meant that when I said it to you, and I believed you when you said it back. Even
I mean, I'd have to hear what Oz has to say about that.
after everything that's happened, you were the one person that I always thought we could just get it and pick back up where we left. And unfortunately, I think that ship has sailed. Oz,
So, what has caused the ship to sail? I need to know.
I miss the friend you were to me, but I think this makes it clear that we finally need to cut all ties.
Wait, what? Wait, why? What happened? Why include that in the video? I don't know. Maybe I guess it was meant to be a person. I don't know. I feel like that's a weird thing to put in a public YouTube video. It's like, if it's a personal message, it's like, okay. Is that, like, supposed to, like... Whatever. Okay.
So, to finish out this very difficult video for me,
Oh, boy.
I want to once again just say,
Very difficult video, guys.
I take accountability
I mean, it was difficult to watch. Not because I was emotionally invested, though.
for my actions. There are absolutely some stupid and dumb things that I did, and
Really? You think?
sometimes I do react a bit impulsively, and
Really? You think?
that does tend to backfire on me. I
You think?
am disappointed in my behavior, and I hope that I can
Yeah, I'm also disappointed.
learn from all of this.
Yeah, are you going to?
want to own up to my faults and take responsibility for
Then own up to your faults and take responsibility. Holy shit.
my actions.
And not just when you get called out for bullshit, but like when you actually like fucking like do something wrong and you know it's wrong, just fucking instead of playing victim, okay, and painting yourself out as the innocent good guy, just admit when you're fucking wrong. Because lying isn't gonna get you anywhere. Lying just makes you look bad.
Furthermore, I want to take responsibility for my own involvement with a crowd I am happy to no longer associate with. I did make bad decisions.
Wait, what was wrong with the crowd?
I've made bad friends, and there will forever
Ah, yes, all of your friends were the problem, Illuminaughtii over here, she was perfectly, good. It was her friends that were the problem, you see. It's not like Illuminaughtii is the common denominator here. Yeah, no, it's everybody except for her is the problem. She didn't do any wrong. It's everybody else, obviously. This is how you know that this person is incredibly self-absorbed, detached from reality, not very intelligent, frankly. Entitled. Oh, God. Entitled, bitchy, annoying, etc. All of those are adjectives that can easily be used to describe this person. I don't think that there is a bad thing I could say about Illuminaughtii that wouldn't be true. Honestly.
ever be a bad taste in my mouth regarding some of the individuals I've spoken about today. But finally, I want to apologize to my audience. I owe you better than this.
Yeah, you fucking do. Damn right. That's the one correct thing you've said in the video, is that you owe us better than that. Us, the audience. I'm not really your audience though, but still. I'm gonna act like I am.
You deserve more from me.
Yes, everyone deserves more from you. I agree.
Let you down, and
Yes, you did. You are a letdown.
I'm sorry. I hope that
You better be.
in time you can see that I mean everything that I've said here today.
Except for the things you lied about, of course. But just ignore that. Just pretend like everything was honest there.
And I am so excited to be able to prove you right.
About what? Prove me right? Well, I guess you have proven me right, that you're a fucking awful person. You are one nasty motherfucker. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright. Mio and the femboy, so true. It's embarrassing how relatable all of her claims are. She definitely exposed herself. Oh, refutable. Oh, okay, I was gonna say. Yeah, no, literally. It's like, you can refute it by using other parts of the video. She exposes Wonder's mental health struggles. Oh, wait, no, I already read that. Okay, my bad. There's a lot of content to get through. It might be tough to get through both her video and Wonder's, but we're here for it. Hell yeah. Hello, Rack. Welcome to the stream. Present. Hello, Lugbur's Shack. Remember this pearl clutching about grooming when it comes to from a 30-year-old woman who lived with 18 to 19-year-old men, and then made them financially and emotionally dependent on her. Oh god, I hate people that do shit like that. It's so embarrassing. Oh wait, I already read that. No, we're at the point of the video where the woman who just offered a hotline for children facing sexual abuse slanders a victim of sexual abuse. True. And this moment, Femyoz begins to realize that Iilluminaughtii is really actually a crazy bitch. True. I didn't know anything about her. I just thought she was like some random video essayist. The therapy conflict of interest was probably because the therapist began siding with Wonder. Yeah, probably. It's like, what do you want? Do you want the therapist to just lie to you and affirm everything you say? Like, that's not productive. Goodbye, Fireclaw. I hope you enjoyed your stay. I absolutely love how you just assume she's very mentally ill. I'm sure she is, but you're so blunt, it's great. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's like the most charitable thing I could say, right? Because at least it's like, okay, well, if she's not mentally ill, then she's just like, then that makes it even worse, honestly. Like, if she's not mentally ill, then what is she? I don't think she's mentally healthy. I mean, what? I mean, I don't know. She does so much quote research on scammers and terrible business, and she became what she ate. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Wow. What? That truly was the video of all time. All right. That was, wow. I need a break. Oh my god. That was something else entirely. Holy fuck. That was bad. That was actually so bad. That's, oh my god. Downright horrendous, I guess you could say. Wow. That is one embarrassingly bad fucking video. My goodness gracious. Man. That was painful. That was not fun. I mean, it was because I said funny things, but other than me saying funny things, it was painful. Okay, I made it less painful. You're welcome, guys. Anyways, I need to go to the bathroom. This is the part where I need to. You know what? You know what I should do? I should play my, I should do something. You know what? I'll play part of the Clicks video. Alright? Because we're gonna watch that next anyway, alright? There we go. Problem solved. I'll listen to it. Okay. So, we've already watched part of this on my, previous stream. We're gonna... yeah, we'll resume watching it here. We'll watch him respond to some of the things, I guess.
Straws were growing on straws. This would be the straws that were being grasped at, man. What the hell? Here she is, leaking and nitpicking a message from me to my staff, proving that she did indeed have insiders in my mod team after she and I had parted ways and the crossover staff had officially left. She says, yikes, and here is me saying that, oh yeah, you noticed the staff has left again. Basically, what happened is that OT and I left Sad Milk. It was becoming an increasingly tense environment with the group, and at the end of the day, we had no real option but to take a step back. With that change, not surprising that staff from Sad Milk was asked to leave, and I hold no grudge.
It's funny how Illuminaughtii accuses him of lying. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to
The positive side to this is we will have more freedom within our own ranks to form this place as we want it to be without too much influence from outside parties. Paired with that, I will now have more time on my hands and I can help with day-to-day tasks. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in staff chats or DMs. I apologize for this rocky road, and I hope it will be easier in the near future. I will also book yet another meeting, Lemao, in the near future. Love y'all. He just lied to his staff about what really happened. What, I just said that people left. They did, though. They weren't asked to leave. Oh, wait, I read that wrong, but he's pinning it on me. Why are you spying on my Discord, man? She's just spying on private conversation I'm having with my, 7 mods. Nitpicking specific wording. Yeah, I said she told her staff to leave because her staff left in the middle of the night without explanation. Nobody told me anything else. What exactly should I have assumed? All I had was this when I specified to the staff that they were still friends. I want to let you know that one topic and I are leaving Sad Milk. There's no bad blood, but the project's moving in a direction I simply cannot follow. I know this might cause some conflicting interest for the staff that are both here and in Sad Milk, and if you want to talk about it, I'm always open. In my book, you're welcome independent of what projects are happening. And they're saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay here, I'm your friend, blah blah blah. But when I took the screenshots, the names were already white. They left in the middle of the night, and the only context I had to this was a random piece of a no mic VC chat that read like this. What the, of course, I'm just confused, understandable. Has everyone left Click already? Okay, I'm gone. Team Blair all the way. F those dudes? Of course not. The Click is gonna be interesting from now on. Good luck with that. It's gonna be interesting. Any coffee for this Click was my original home, but still F him. So, I don't know exactly what was said about me, but I suppose her telling her mods how horrible I was, just as was done in her video, isn't technically asking them to leave.
Alright, we're back, everybody. Oh, boy. Yeah, from what I've heard while I was listening, sounds like Illuminaughtii reeks of insecurity, I must say. Wow. Who would have guessed, am I right? Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm gonna read a little bit more chat, and then I'm gonna go back to the video. Oh, wait, there aren't any chat messages. No, people are quiet today. People just been listening, you know? People are just listening. Which is good. I'm glad people are enjoying it. I bet it's because it's long-form content. Because people will literally not be, physically watching, right? Sometimes, there are gonna be people listening, literally not even, yeah. You know what I mean. Well, there are gonna be some people watching. There's gonna be some people that aren't. I mean, they're listening, though. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being stupid. So, all right, let's begin the next segment, all right? Okay, so, in my previous stream, we went over part of this video called Illuminaughtii and Sad Milk from a guy named The Click, and we're gonna finish it in this stream, but basically he's gonna be, let's just say disproving the dumb shit that Illuminaughtii said.
Yes, it's probably worse. Going back to the rumor machine, here's the same chat room again, digging through my very oldest content looking for dirt. Let's play Minecraft.
Oh no! Again, here's the video still up with the R slur at 3-4 with the timestamp. Let's play Minecraft Part 2. It's Minecraft Alpha. It's a 10-year-old video, irrelevant. Yes, but it should be removed and not monetized. Oh no, he said the retard word. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. It's like, who gives a shit? This is like the dumbest shit. This is what I was talking about. With like her acting like a sensitive piece of shit loser who, gives a shit about things that aren't actually issues and don't exist as issues.
With Crazy Part 2. Minecraft Alpha 1.2.6. Ah, the R word is here. Minecraft Alpha 1.2.6. Jesus Christ.
I don't even know what year that is.
High schooler in 2010 playing Minecraft for my 12 followers. Oh. And here's the chat that keeps going ever since.
It's like, oh, sorry for archiving my old content publicly? Like, what? What, you want him to delete it? No, that's part of his channel history. What?
She made some announcements and fans are putting it together. While I am mostly the big bad bish, some are figuring it out. Listen, I have click on video saying the F slur and R slur. He will put himself up with his own ego like I won't have to do anything.
Oh no, he said the retard word. Oh no, that's so scary. I'm sorry. What even is that voice? He said the faggot word and the retard word? Oh my god, guys. That's fucking crazy.
That he's gonna muddy his own hands and
By the way, I'm like both of those things, just so you know.
unravel it himself. Oh yeah.
Not that that means I wouldn't be able to say them if I wasn't. I think everybody should be able to say any slur.
It's in his old
And yes, I do mean that.
videos. They are still live on his channel. Hobbies are a good way to spend your time? What the hell? And this is her just hyping people up to be more hateful towards me because of my old bad jokes when I was a teenager. So much for this just happening to...
Yeah, literally. It's like, oh no, he made an unfunny joke when he was a teenager. His career should be ruined. It's not like anyone else has made bad jokes as a teenager.
come out when I left Sad Milk. This, to me,
Not that there was anything wrong with making those jokes, by the way. There's nothing morally wrong there.
looks like a very planned smear campaign, and she had a very big hand in it. Here is her talking again. I'm a level with y'all here, reading through the things and seeing this person in the chat excusing click saying the R slur because...
Oh no, he said the word retard. That's so bad. I care so much.
it was 10 years ago.
Reading through the things and seeing somebody, excuse click saying the retard word because it was 10 years ago and it's irrelevant is super yikes to me. Being edgy is not an excuse. Same with him saying the... Ooh, chat, do I read that word out loud? Do I read this one out loud, chat? I don't know, you guys. I'll do it. You know what? I'll do it if somebody donates money, and I mean that. If somebody leaves a tip telling me to do it, I'll do it. Okay? There. Now because then if I have a financial incentive, then it's like, I don't know. It'll make up for any ad revenue this video doesn't get probably. Because I will be monetized, right? Eventually. Soon. But same with him saying the N-word or F-slur, being edgy is not an excuse. Being just... What? Shut the fuck up. Holy sh... Oh my god, my brain cells are dying. But this is... what pisses me off about this, if you're gonna take the really politically correct approach or whatever the fuck, you care so much about these minority groups. Well then surely you would listen to someone like me, who you know would supposedly be the victim of these awful words like the retard word and the faggot word. You know, I would be a victim of that. Yet here I am saying that it's fine to use those words and that I don't give a shit. And I don't feel any differently about the N-word. It's again YouTube TOS, but like let's be real. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't have a problem with saying the word nigga. I'm not gonna lie. But like that's because I don't know. I don't think YouTube captions are that good at detecting stuff. If I'm really close to the mic and make the audio bad, then I can say it, right? Because then it's like, oh, but and then YouTube can't hear it properly.
And it's irrelevant is super yikes to me. Again, I'm the same age as Click, and that word wasn't even in my vocabulary, not
The word retard?
10 years ago.
It's like, who the fuck cares? Oh no, he said the faggot word and the nigga word. Oh no, it's like, I don't give a shit. Holy fuck. You people like this make me want to say the words. And I like, look, saying slurs is a bad habit, I agree. Not because there's a moral issue with it, but because it decreases the chances of getting ad revenue, okay? That's the real reason that it matters. And I'm not saying that to, like, be sarcastic. Like, that is literally the only reason why it's a bad habit for me, because I want to get ad revenue when I'm monetized. And evergreen content is important to me, right? So all of these streams and whatnot are, like, little investments in money, right? So, you know, it's like, that's the reason that I'm trying to say certain words less, right? But, like, I'm not morally opposed. And it's like, when you say shit that's this stupid, I just can't fucking help myself. I just say it more. Because it's like, it's just my inner contrarian. It's like, oh no, when he was, well, I can't believe, he needs to be canceled. I can't believe you would excuse him saying the retard word and the faggot word and the nigger word. Oh, it's like, shut the fuck up. Stop morally grandstanding. Stop pretending like context doesn't exist, okay? Context is obviously a thing that exists, okay? Especially if you're, like, quoting it. Like, if you're quoting someone saying it, then it's like, it doesn't even count as saying it, or it shouldn't, because if everyone knows that you're not saying it, everyone knows what your intent is, right? It's like, well, you have to deliberately interpret things in bad faith to think otherwise, right? But here she is morally grandstanding over an issue that doesn't exist.
Go not now, because it was never appropriate. And here is the same chat keeping going, digging through even more of it. It's like, oh, here's another video where there was a bad word. It turns out even the random allegations against...
See, people like Iilluminaughtii make me say bad words that they don't like, okay? Like, I can't help it, okay? My inner contrarian makes me do it. I'm sorry. Now's my chance to be a big shot? Yeah. She literally faked being an autistic person in her alt account. Such a narcissist, lol. She doesn't actually care. No, as someone who has autism, I find that shit offensive, okay? Faking autism is offensive. Saying the word retarded isn't offensive. This is coming from someone who actually has the big autism, okay? I have the big autism, okay? So, you know, if you want to play these identity politics fucking bullshit games, then you better believe that I'm gonna fucking win every time, because oh wow, look at me, I'm a part of multiple minority groups, okay? And then I'm gonna go on HRT, so then I'll be, so I won't just be, like, kind of trans / gender nonconforming. I'll also be, like, part of the woman minority group, and I am also part of the big autism minority group. Like, but yeah, no, she's the one that gets the virtue signal. It's like, bitch, no, shut the fuck up. No autistic person is hurt by him saying the word retard 10 years ago in a fucking Minecraft Let's Play. Just shut the fuck up. I just don't understand why. Okay, look, I understand if you wanted to make the argument like, oh, why do you still say this today in your content, Femyoz? Is this really a hill you want to die on? You're just gonna make less money. It's like, yeah, I know it's a bad habit, okay? It's a bad habit. I know, okay? It's not good for channel growth. I know. It's unfunny and cringe that's the best argument you can make against it. But like, as soon as somebody tells me not to do it, I just want, it's just like I can't help myself. Like, if somebody tells me what I can and can't say, it's like, okay, this is the part where I say the word. Not only do I say words that apply to me at that point, okay, not just the faggot, not just the faggot word, not just the retard word, but like the other one, the word nigger. Am I right? Oh wow. It's like, okay. But at that point, it's like, if you tell me not to do something, like, I'm gonna do it more often than not. If you don't get to dictate what words come out of my mouth. If you want to say that you don't like certain words that come out of my mouth, that's fine. You can say that certain words make you uncomfortable. I don't disagree. But that's no different from, like, I don't know. Like, a good example would be the word moist. Makes a lot of people uncomfortable. They really don't like that word because it sounds kind of icky, right? But that doesn't mean it's immoral to say the word moist. Like, you can feel icky and be like, that's kind of cringe, not gonna lie, without without like having a moral opposition to it. That's the thing. And that's what I don't understand about these people who virtue signal. Because I agree, it is cringy in most contexts. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, you're trying too hard to be edgy. You're trying too hard to be an edgy comedian, and it's cringe, right? But if somebody is like, no, you can't say it, it's like, but what happens if I say it? And then I say it, right? It's like I just can't help myself, right? It's like what's the worst that could happen? So don't fucking tell me not to say something, or I'm gonna say it. I can't help it. I'm a contrarian, okay? Well, I mean, maybe I can help it, but still, I'm not morally opposed to it. So all you have to do is give me the urge, and then I say it. Once I have the urge to say something, you better believe I'll be saying it, unless I have a moral opposition to saying that, or to saying that in a certain context, which I don't. The only reason I wouldn't do it is for financial reasons, right? So that's why I need to stop doing it.
Mine and OT's podcast we had to address last summer originated from this group, with the same people involved hyping up the person making the allegations both publicly and privately, at least according to people that have come forward to me. So based on what I have seen, she along with some staff and others would sit in this chat and just hype up each other's hatred for us, grasping at straws. And if this wasn't enough, here's a former staff member of hers getting paid to sift through raw audio recordings of me looking for dirt, more specifically the R word.
Yeah, this is fucking stupid. This is why this is why I constantly say I don't give a shit, slurs are fine, it just depends on the context. No one can use anything against me. What are they gonna do, clip me saying retard? Oh no. I say it all the time. Boo fucking who?
I needed to work with this.
Or are they gonna clip me saying something else on Discord? Oh no. I've already explained why I don't give a shit.
Person to help me find clicks saying the R slur in Sadmilk's raw audio.
It's like, again, you have to pretend like context doesn't exist, and any intelligent person who is intellectually honest understands that context exists.
I can do that, just let me grab a
But yeah, she'll pay $200 to find a clip of him saying the N-word.
shower and I'll be down. She claims he said it in a Sadmilk video, but can't remember which one, and she's over her head.
Sorry, yeah, no, or not the N-word, the R slur. The word retard. Imagine if Iilluminaughtii finds out about my channel. Oh, she's gonna love it. She'll be a big fan of the funny words I say. Oh, and she can't do anything about it because I also have the big autism. What is she gonna do? Tell me that I can't reclaim my own word? The fuck? I don't know. I think they're all slurs are okay.
Head, I'll pay you 200.
Like the only like if I were to let the R slur have power over me, then I would be doing myself a disservice. And I think that goes for any slur. Same thing with the F slur. The only reason not to say them, once again, YouTube monetization. That's literally it. Okay? Sorry, it's a bad habit. That's it. That's all there is to it.
$100 to find it, and here's the payment. I mean, there's just an example.
Wow.
I'm sure there is more, which I don't have a problem with the word R, but she does for some reason, even though she uses it in private.
Wow, I'm not surprised, really. Yeah, I mean, I use it in I use all the funny words in private. I use all of yes, even the gamer word, I know. I use the gamer word all the time in private. Maybe not all the time. I mean, it's not like I constantly do it, but it's like, okay, if it's a part of a joke that I'm making, I'm not gonna just not make the joke because I'm scared of getting canceled, right? It's like, okay, you know, if it's on Discord, I have no financial incentive to not make the joke, so I may as well do that, right? But the difference is, like, you can't expose me for that, because I don't lie about it, right? I don't pretend like I'm above it or anything. It's like, no, it's a funny word. I don't care. But I'm not surprised.
Is this like serious drama?
Apparently it is.
It's like, am I supposed to take this seriously, man? And to be honest, I don't care if she uses the R word behind closed doors, but also
based
to be this up in arms about it when—
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you shouldn't be a hypocrite if you're gonna do it, right? Or, well, you shouldn't, like, be against it in the first place, right? But especially if you're gonna be, like, at least be consistent, right? If you're gonna be, like, if you're gonna be retarded to the point where you're so obsessed with making sure nobody says the retard word, then at that point, at least be consistently retarded, right?
When others do it, that's just like
look, okay, I need to stop saying I need to stop saying these. Oh look, that my she by being so fucking stupid, she has forced me to like I was given no choice but to unleash my inner contrarian. Okay, I'm sorry.
Rampant hypocrisy, man. Come on. She actually paid people to dig up dirt and run smear campaigns on ex-colleagues, specifically snooping through my oldest content, years of decade-old content, and compiling it. I was like in high school and still learning English, playing Minecraft Alpha. Are you... Oh my god! Some rounding off thoughts. If she genuinely was so concerned about me being harmful, why did she never do anything?
It's almost like she doesn't actually have a moral framework she's working within. How interesting.
If she genuinely believed children were being harmed in my Discord, or I was a rampant racist, a homophobe, ableist, why was...
Oh god, if she thinks this guy is, like, evil, what would she think about me? She wouldn't like me very much, would she? I'm like the antithesis of everything she stands for, and I'm also a part of multiple minority groups, so she can't feel like, oh, well, you're just a bigot. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't work either. And also, I make fun of her. And also, I'm a leftist, so she can't be like, oh, you're a self-hating conservatard. Because, I mean, that is a real thing. But that's just not me, you know?
the best thing she could do is start rumors, vent in Discord, and vague post on Twitter. Why would she do this? When I left, I wrote out a pleasant exit message detailing I still considered everyone friends. In our last DM together, I wished her the best. Why? Why would she go through all this trouble, even
because she's a bad person and she's insecure.
Spend money just to try to ruin myself and others? Why would she do all of this?
Because she's a narcissist.
To someone who considered her a friend.
Because she doesn't actually care about her friends. She just sees them as business assets. That's all there is to it.
Well, hello there. It's Click from the future here. I was just finishing editing this video where I got a few more things from ex-staff of hers and other people that have burned that bridge. The first couple screenshots is from one of our ex-admins showing that they did indeed reach out to me about the issues in the Discord, and here is me confirming that I did indeed address it. Here is that same person talking to Blair about the information in the Discord, claiming that I did indeed take action when the information reached me. So that's all well and good. There is a second story basically confirming my innocence and that I'm not a horrific Discord owner. But
oh, wow, yeah, I'm sure, yeah. No, literally, this is so fucking, oh my god. This entire drama is so fucking dumb. Nothing to do with the stream, but do you also have toe bean socks? They are so freaking cute. Wait, what are toe bean socks? I don't know what those are. Also, oh, you know, since Iilluminaughtii cares so much about autistic people and takes a huge stance against the word retard, she should, you know, respect the fact that my fucking autistic ass, I just don't don't have a filter. I can't fucking help myself. It's not like I'm an autonomous human being. You know, I just don't have a filter. That's because of I have the big autism, okay? So she can't even say anything, you know, because I have the big autism. And when you have the big autism, it means that she really, she really cares about you, you know? I'm sure she cares so much about me and my existence, even though I'm talking shit about her, you know? That's how much she cares. But yeah, man. But yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, well, the fact that I say the things I do is probably indicative of me having the big autism, but that's besides the point. She probably hates fucking Aspies, right? She hates people with Asperger's and fucking autistic people like me who are like autistic but not that autistic. You know what I mean? Like is like socially aware but like not giving a shit about social norms. Like, holy shit. My goodness gracious.
what has me a bit surprised is the next few screenshots. Here is Iilluminaughtii having a conversation with the same admin, sharing the same kind of, dirt-digging old videos that we've seen previously in this video. And she says, 16 seconds, the alt account is gonna love this. In the next screenshot, you can see her writing out a draft. I saw in the Sad Milk announcement of all the milkmen, now I'm seeing the comments. We all agree it's obviously not on good terms. Blair tweeting about being stabbed in the back, etc., etc. This draft matches with one of the posts made by an alt account called Doobie Schmertz on Reddit, and this is the entirety of the post. This is the truth about Sad Milk. It really looks like creative differences is dumb AF. Blair tweeting about being stabbed in the back, one topic, leaving his supporter server, and then so on and so forth, and I was a big fan of the Click. I thought his streams were great, blah, blah, blah. But then, I think Blair saw some of his streams. He did a stream where he watched some of his old videos. So, this is actually Blair on an alt account making the claims that Blair must...
Yeah, this is just psychotic behavior. This is the shit that Onision would do. Like, that's the only other content creator I can think of that's done this. We're making fucking sock puppet accounts. Holy shit. Yeah, okay. We've got female Onision. It won't surprise me if she starts grooming children.
Must have seen some of his old...
I mean, she is hypocritical about basically everything. Every accusation from her is basically just a confession. I mean, she gets mad at someone for saying the R slur. She's said the R slur, which obviously there's nothing wrong with. But again, still a hypocrisy, right? She gets mad at people for allegedly not, paying her money. She ends up not paying them money. She gets mad at other people for whatever. She's done that thing, and the other person didn't. It's insane.
Old videos.
She claims to care about disabled people so much that, oh, yeah, the word retard is so bad, but then, like, she doesn't actually, and then she pretends to be an autistic person, apparently. Wow.
Randomly. She totally wasn't paying people to dig up dirt. This is her on an alt account.
This is so pathetic.
Spreading misinformation and trying to enhance her own image. Here's another little funny post from the same account where she forgot to switch accounts and interacting with the...
Wow. Damn. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Wow. Damn.
Animal Crossing subreddit, at least according to Oz. Here it keeps going. Hey, listen, Blair, I'm putting this all together. What kind of cover-up is this? Click was saying these bad things, created differences. Click is a liar. And not to claim someone topic is friends with someone while pretending to be wholesome and good. This is all Blair. One topic is
Oh my god. Wow. Holy shit.
friends with someone while pretending to be wholesome and good. This is all Blair replying to her.
And also, that's what she does. That's a confession right there. The projection is unreal. It's like I don't even have to do any of the work. She does the work for me. Every single thing she accuses somebody else of doing, she does herself. And the other person probably didn't even do. She just thinks they did. Because it makes her feel better about herself.
Her own announcement under an alt account. And it keeps going. Click said the N-word and replies and claiming I'm not going to reply and I'm...
Nigga, who the fuck cares? I'm sorry, I can't be asked.
Horrible. Here is a...
And they said the faggot word and the retard word. Yeah. Which they didn't even do, by the way. It's like, it's literally not a big deal. Like, whatever. Oh no, the video might get demonetized. Is the main thing that goes through my mind. If I'm, like, trying to not say it.
It's a long post. I'm not gonna...
But for the sake of argument, I might say it. Like, if it's, like... If they're, like, relentless about it, I'm gonna fucking prove a point. Because I care more about that than getting money or whatever.
You can pause it if you...
Being right is number one, making money is number two.
want to read the whole thing. I don't want to. Here is the same account, Dubishmerz, on Twitter. This was an account I remember distinctly from 2020, 2021, that was relentlessly harassing myself, my friends, my colleagues, my streaming colleagues, past colleagues, ex-Sad Milk members, community members, you name it. You name it. At the time, I wrote it off as a disgruntled troll with a little bit too much time on their hands and tried my best to ignore it.
I mean, you weren't far off from the truth.
This was Blair all along. She
I mean, yeah, so that was really even that surprising.
was making alt accounts to spread her stuff because she probably knows deep down inside that the stuff she was digging up on me and all the stuff she was doing was so petty that she could never actually make a public statement of it. So she did this just to get back at an ex-colleague.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
She did this. She paid people to dig up dirt, make alt accounts, harass me for months. Why?
Because she's like a bad person, probably. Maybe that, I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it.
Why? And it keeps going. Here it is on Twitter, tagging me, tagging herself. Here it's tagging Def Noodles. Here it's tagging Midnight Palma, Damien. It's tagging a bunch of people from the community and Salty. It's tagging Amanda the Jedi. We had her on the guest on the podcast, and you come after Amanda the Jedi? Here's Vamps getting the same posts. Here arguing with a bunch of fans. Here's one topic with his wholesome the Halloween special. Oh, Dubishmerz. Right there. Well, isn't that just wholesome and sweet? Here's Anne Mine with a cute artwork about myself, OT and Salty, and yep. Illuminaughtii's right
Oh my god.
there with her alt account. Posting this slanderous video that she edited together, collecting all the worst things she deemed from stuff I said when I was barely of legal age. And it keeps going. Here it keeps tagging one topic. Here it's tagging Blair again. It goes on. It keeps.
How much you want to bet that Illuminaughtii finds this stream like 10 years after right now, and like tries to use it against me? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, she just, no, it's like her channel just like dies, she forgets about YouTube, but then she comes back and finds this stream and like tries to like expose me for it. That'd be kind of funny.
Keeps going. This isn't some small YouTuber beef. This isn't people being angry at each other because, ooh, someone did a bit more work in a project or not. I need a break, man. I need a break. I'll add this part to the video, and I'll let the rest of the video play out as it was originally.
I don't blame him for needing a break. I have needed a couple breaks as well. Oh, man. Okay. Wow. What you're doing. Alright. Oh my god. Polling. Okay. Wow. Holy shit.
Video goes into After 5, some other comments, content warning, self-harm, and depression. Her video goes into a few more topics, how she wasn't paid, even though her own screenshot shows me resolving the payment after I had issues with a credit card, along
Yeah, that too.
with offering to help out further, and also some out-of-context schedules, which I have no idea when the screenshot is taken.
And, I guess the click doesn't have a schedule for some reason.
Or of exactly what. I have no real interest in addressing it, to be honest. It's just he said, she said stuff, and I think I've shown enough in this video to clear my name and show that she has
Agreed.
consistently presented half-truths and twisting events to their word.
I would half truths is generous. I think even quarter truths would be I don't know, a little bit of a stretch. Okay, he is being way too charitable to her. Holy fuck.
Worst possible interpretation. My intention is that this is my last address of this situation. But I would like to quickly comment on other parts of the video. What she did to Wonder is the most gross expose I have ever seen. Not only
Yeah, but yeah. Yeah? Alright, yeah. Hold on. But anyways. All right, we'll just finish this segment and then
does she openly
I'm
share
probably
his
gonna hop off and eat dinner. Cause well, you see, here's the thing: I am a hungry hippopotamus. Okay.
potential suicide note?
So if you want to donate and have that be on stream, go for it right now. I guess I don't know. You don't have to though. Streamlabs link is in the description. I'm just saying.
She also shares images and talking points suggesting this man is at the end of his rope. Kicking downwards is an understatement. Some people are commenting how she bought a nice car and leased to him and gave him a job. And I would like to point out that this in of itself is quite charitable. However, it comes with the cost of...
It's the Keemstar type of charitable, by the way. It's only charitable so that she can hold it against him till the day he fucking dies. It's the Keemstar approach, where she only does it so that she can go back and say, but I helped you. We were friends.
Full control of his life. She is not just his friend, but his landlord, car leaser, and boss. Any conversation
True.
or disagreement would be very far from a peer-to-peer interaction.
True.
And if she really wanted to help a friend who needed a car, why not just buy a used one and write over ownership of it? It's
Yeah, that is a good point.
cheaper, less dependent, and aware doesn't matter.
It's the same reason that Steven Crowder only has one car, right?
The whole thing seems very fishy to me, but I will let Wonder speak for himself.
And he will. Maybe in the next stream.
She also dodged Oz's entire statement, which, yeah,
Of course
I'll
she
let
did.
him tell his side of the things too. My only
Ooh.
personal
We'll watch that after Wonders on a separate stream.
wish is that she just stops.
Subscribe if you want to see that.
Stop obsessing over people in Discord. Stop trying to spin a narrative or dig up dirt just because someone left your collaboration channel. We just want to be left alone.
Based.
Finally, I would like to thank my community for being respectful and patient, both towards myself and others throughout this whole ordeal. And I'm looking forward to getting back to business as usual and posting my silly videos and streaming video games. And as a small side note, just to address potential comments that might come up, yes, this video is monetized to ensure it's not throttled by YouTube, because I actually want people to see it. Now, I am gonna go get drunk, and I'm gonna...
I mean, fair enough. Anyways, yeah. Alright, let's read the last few messages, and then I'm gonna go. Black Oz's video, too. He got hit pretty hard by the Danger Dorito of pettiness. Yeah. Retard is basically a normal part of most languages except English. When Blair says she's morally better for not using the word, she's saying she's morally superior for growing up in the US. Yeah, that too, but I'm not even worried about that. It's like, even if he was... even if English was his first language, she would still be in the wrong. Completely, 100%, unambiguously. There's nothing wrong with saying the word retard. It's the way you use it that determines whether or not it's wrong. This is a rabbit hole. Did we reach the Creepshow art tiers of insanity? I don't even know that much about Creepshow art, but probably, yeah. That long-ass post is where she pretended to be autistic. Yeah. Black, there's Oz's video, too. He got pretty... Oh, wait, I already read that. She gonna say she got dementia? Yeah, true. I mean, that would explain the hypocrisy, right? She try every time to get dirt on any helping hands. Yeah. I saw the Wonderstruck video. It's fucking insane. Which, guys, if you want to see that, if you want to see my response to... Or, not my response, but, like, my take on it, smash like and subscribe. And you better believe I'll be giving you that, okay? But not in this stream, in the next one. And then, all right, anyways, she's trying to decraft, Scandale only to make herself as the worst walking drama to feed any commentators. Yeah, I don't even know. I feel so bad for the clique. He clearly tries to be nice and likable, and she's trying to paint him as an evil bigot. Seriously, fuck her. True. Ironically, it's the exact type of charity literal groomers use. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I mean, yeah. Greetings yet again, Sir Femyoz. More conversation about the blue-headed Dorito, perhaps? Yeah, we just had one. I'm actually ending stream, but you can watch the VOD. But anyways, yeah, anyways, goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Smash like and subscribe, and maybe I'll do another one, especially if this does well. Creepshow art did have a lot of counts. Spy and stalk and ruin. Yeah. Okay, yeah, crafting her own truth. Yeah. It's all just insanity. Farewell then. Yes, goodbye everybody. Goodbye. I will see you all in next video. Unless I don't. What if I die in a tragic house fire? You never know. Anyways, see ya.